Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. It's going to be a damn good time being here with you today. Grax, good to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. AJ, good to see you. So today we're going to be playing some Raid Shadow Legends, but we're going to be doing something a little interesting. We'll be answering new player questions that you guys may have, as well as we are going to be playing with another person who's just now getting into Raid Shadow Legends. He's a friend that also does content on the other game that I play on my main channel, and so we're gonna bring in Troopers on Break and have him you know, experience Raid. It sounds like he's been struggling a bit. I think what do you say, that he's attempted the same level 47 times and has failed every time, so it sounds like he needs some help from the Beaver Dam. Faux shizzle my nizzle. Gonna be a damn good time though. There's a pack in here. There's the goodie bag. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna call up Troopers and look at them. Just remember the new channel so I don't have mods. If bots come, mod Grax 08. Congratulations, Grax. You're now a mod. Okay. Phone volume's off. Okay, got a message from mommy. Got to make sure it's okay. Congratulations, Talion. Heck yeah. Why I no mod anymore? Did you not notice this is a new channel, my friend? This is our Raid Shadow Legends channel we started not too long ago. Okay, calling up good old Troopers on Break. Hey, Troopers, how you doing, my friend?
Yellow, yellow, yellow. How are you?
I am doing great. How are you?
So I'm not gonna lie, I almost closed out of the game 2 times, and I needed help changing my name.
Oof.
Warlock has been babysitting me.
I love that. I at least call Warlock's there, you know? Hey,
Yeah,
Astro.
yes. It's not a good look for me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I can call myself a gamer after how much I'm struggling.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I've not set up stream elements for this, so here what we'll do is we'll do that. Pin it. Unable to pin. Don't lie to me. I guess it's not gonna let me pin it.
Okay, if I get another pop-up, I swear I'm gonna.
Hey, Tamoy, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my friend.
Chat, is it okay if I claim all this stuff, chat, or is something gonna break?
Go ahead.
Wait, is that beer? Chat, is that beer?
Heck yeah, dude. You gotta drink.
Give me that.
You gotta drink beer to get XP, dude.
You drink beer. Oh, I already love this game. Oh,
It's exactly how I do it in real life.
Chat, we're about to live my actual life in the game, chat. Let's get it. Oh, yeah, and then there were rewards, and I just started claiming it. I wasn't told, oh, turn Beaver's volume up. I got you. No one told me that you could only claim, you had to choose between them.
Ah. So
Like,
you're
they
over
gave
here.
me 2 options to choose, and I clicked one, and then just the other one disappeared. I was mad.
Oh, are you talking about your first champion?
Yeah, I haven't even unlocked a champion, apparently.
Oh, I love it. Beer summons fins as much as any other alcohol. Fair enough, Grax. Fair enough. Okay, let's have a good one. Do have.
Chat, what's the over/under on how many beers we're gonna have in the game? You get both things? Okay. You claim both items with 1 click. Oh. Oh, chat, if I can't even claim rewards, we're cooked. Oh, we're cooked. Beaver's gonna have to actually drink IRL after this.
Oh yeah, if you like, there's a time and a place to open anything and like do anything in the game if you want to get max rewards. There's like events that rotate constantly, and so like, you know, oh, you're gonna get extra rewards if you open shards during this event, and so you don't open your shards until an event like that comes around, that type of thing. So
Chat, why didn't you tell me that before I claimed like 40 rewards?
I mean, you're a new player. Honestly, just playing the game is the best way to do things for the next, you know, like month of playing the game. Just, you know, knowing some good stuff to get started, and then just kind of doing whatever. It's not a big deal if you make any mistakes now, because you're a new player and you can't get too far in most of the events at this point. So.
Okay, all right.
So we'll go, there's no equivalent to crit avoidance in this game, but crit chance does or crit rate is what it's called, does heavily affect things in this game, because a 100% crit rate will guarantee that you crit every time. So yes, it is helpful, but there's no need to go over 100%.
If you're on Beaver's stream, he has a really cool like wizard guy. like he's got a nice little ponytail and everything.
Dude, share your screen. I want to see what you've got in your account so far.
All right. Let's share screen. Let's go. All right, Raid Chat Legends. There we go. Go live.
Oh, that's gonna be weird. Glitched there for a second. Hold on. There we go.
Chat, how am I doing so far?
Oh gosh. Oh, go ahead and open your champions. I want to see what you chose as your starter champion.
Oh, champions. All right, come on, chat. See, we found that.
Oh gosh, you chose the worst one.
I chose the wrong one.
No, you have Zargala, that's great. You have Ugo, that's solid. But the green guy, you chose Gaelic as your starting champion, and he's the worst of the 4 starting champions.
Well, I always see him in the ads, so I'm like, oh, he's gonna be good.
Right? That's what everyone thinks, but he's not great. Here, go ahead and go to the home screen, like go back to the town.
Yep.
Click on the little lines on the left side.
Okay, lines on left side. Got it.
Go promo codes.
Promo code.
Type in Supreme 6 and then confirm.
Supreme 6.
Sweet. Now exit out and then click on that little chest at the top right.
chest top right, chest top right. Yep, there we go.
This will be where all of your stuff goes whenever you like collect any kind of rewards. Is this chest up at the top right? So you're just gonna claim all of that.
Beer, chat. We got more beer.
Oh yeah, that's all you need, dude. Okay, now go to your champions.
Champions.
You now have Supreme Gaelic, who's actually good, versus the crap version of Gaelic that you have in your roster. If you'll ever load. There you go. So, I'm trying to figure out the best way of making this pop up on...
But wait, we can go to the bar, chat. Look, it says tavern.
Let's see. We're gonna add in a... Sorry, I gotta do a little bit of finagling to get this to go up on the screen for us.
Close out of Swigo actually makes prevent lag. Here, let's close out of Swigo. Exit game, thank you. Exit game, thank you.
There we go. Okay, sweet. Now I can have your screen on my screen. Sweet. So, let's zoom in real quick and take a look at what you're doing. There we go. Now you guys should be able to see what's going on his screen. Okay. Fair enough, Devin. Okay, so because you chose not a great starting character, we're still gonna utilize him to some degree, but I think you might want to focus on Zargala and Supreme Gaelic as your first two characters. So you saw the tavern. We are gonna go drinking, so go ahead and open your tavern.
Oh yeah, boys! Hey, pour me a glass.
Heck yeah!
Man, shut up! No, I got Beaver teaching me.
Okay, so you have Supreme Gaelic selected. You can see your beers down below all your champions on the left side. So this is where you can level up characters without having to do battles. So you can either eat other champions that you don't want, or you can use the best way to do it is with the beer. And so you see the symbol next to Supreme Gaelic's name, the little purple triangle.
Yeah.
That purple triangle means he's a Void champion. And so there's 4 different types of champions in the game. Void is technically the best type because it's like a rock, paper, scissors effect. Some are weaker to others and some are stronger to others. But Void is just solid against everything and is not weak to anything. So it's just solid all around. And then you see how the beers have little symbols on them too?
Yeah.
So the beer with the same symbol as the character will give more XP to that character than the other beers will. Yeah, so you're gonna select that. And then just the little slider at the bottom, just bring it to full. Use all of those things. We don't need to save anything. We're gonna get yourself
buddy, you're gonna be drinking a lot, man.
Yeah, how many is pending? 25 beers in a row? Heck yeah, dude. And then go ahead and hit upgrade.
That almost beats my record.
Dang. That's honestly impressive. And then go ahead and press the X next to Supreme Gaelic.
X, yep.
And then grab your Zargala. And so, you don't have any red logo.
Oh, I don't have red beer. Yeah.
Yeah, dang. Well, we'll be fine without red brews for now. What level is she? 13? Give her a couple.
I've been playing a little bit.
Yeah, give her a couple brews from the blue ones that you have. That's blue, right?
Yeah.
Slide it up to like 4. Give her 4 of them.
4. All right.
Just get her to a good solid level. There you go. Now these two together honestly should just absolutely destroy in your campaign. So go ahead and go back out to your campaign.
Yeah, I lost this battle 55 times.
Oh gosh, that's not good.
Yeah, I got to level 13 with her solely from dying over and over again. I'm being completely honest. That's why I'm not talking trash. It's not why I'm saying I'm going to be the best. I lost 55 times. I counted.
Yeah, once you have your levels up in this game, so like in Galaxy of Heroes, level 1 to 85 doesn't really actually do that much, but there's no gear levels in this game. And so think of level 1 to 85 and gear 1 to 13 as basically all based around their overall level. And so a level 50 champion is almost max level. So
Okay.
You should have a really solid Gaelic now. So go into your battle.
Yep.
Hit that campaign.
Campaign. Yep.
And let's see where you are right now. Okay, get into that. Oh, wow, you made it pretty far. Go to as far as you can.
On, I told you, I wouldn't lie to you. I'm actually playing.
Heck yeah. Yeah, jump into that one right there.
Oh, not this guy.
I believe in you here. Okay, go ahead and hit that battle button. We're going to switch out your guys and do Supreme Gaelic as the leader.
Yep.
So certain characters will have, of course, leadership abilities. And depending on the one, some of them are like Omicrons in Galaxy of Heroes where they're like, oh, only for this game mode, or you know, that type of thing. Supreme Gaelic is obviously all battles and it's increased offense, which is nice. They're usually really simple on the leadership abilities, and then the kits are the complicated part when it comes to these characters. Go ahead and drop in Zargala as your second.
Yep.
And you see how in the middle of your screen it says like the 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star underneath the versus section. Yeah, so if you only have 2 characters that you bring in and you don't have anyone die, then you get 3 stars. And the more 3 stars you get, the more rewards you're going to get from campaign.
So I just want these 2.
Yeah, so you're just going to use these 2. So go ahead and hit battle. We're going to see if they can duo it or if we're going to have to add some artifacts, which is the equivalent of mod.
Oh.
Yeah, so Supreme Gaelic is basically going to one-tap like everyone you see. He's pretty busted.
Chat, we're holding up. We're holding up.
Here we go. 1 AoE. Kill them all. Oh, you don't have the AoE ready. There it is. Oh, do they have the Undying buff on? There we go. Just 1 left. Okay, you beat the level. But we definitely need some artifacts on your characters. Your characters are looking a little weak.
Alright, so what do I go to?
Go to just stage selection, or actually Bastion at the top, bottom left. Bottom left it says Bastion.
Bottom left, Bastion, alright.
Yep, that'll take you home.
Oh my...
Champions? Before you go champions, do you see all the red dots across quests, challenges, and passes?
Yeah.
Go click through all of those and collect all those rewards first.
Give me... Thank you.
Absolutely, Grax. We need to up guild participation.
I feel so bad for your viewers that they have to listen to me not understand anything until you teach it to me like a kid.
I mean, it works really well to, you know, show off, you know, hey, coming in fresh, there's so much going on. Yeah, so this is essentially a battle pass. You don't need to buy the bottom, of course. If you're a new player and you were looking for the best deal to spend some money, the battle pass, this apprentice battle pass is one of the best.
No, it's like the episode pass.
Yeah, it's like the episode pass, except this one is only for like new players. But yeah, it'll give you a ton of good stuff to be able to level up your beginner champions. Go to daily challenges. Make sure there's none to. Yep, there's one.
Claim that. We got another reward over. Oh, we got more beer, chat.
Heck yeah. Hey, Alex RG, good to see you, my friend. I don't mind, it's entertaining. Is there a clan I can possibly join? Yes. In fact, I'm actually going to sign out of my account that I have open right now, and I'm going to sign into the main account that I have, and I will open up our guild, our clan, and drop the requirements to get into the clan, so that way everyone can join in, including troopers.
Wait, you have a clan?
Oh yeah. I think you have to be level 17 to get clan, so you're almost there.
All right, so we're gonna. All right, let's get these artifacts on so I can do that.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and go to your champions, and then you see all the symbols on the right side.
This.
Yep, those are your artifact slots. And so if you click on them, it'll pull up all of your artifacts. Essentially, you know, you got the whole 1 dot to 5 dot mod kind of style.
Yeah.
Same thing with stars here. So find whatever set you can find that has high stars. So if you have anything that has like a 4-star or a 5-star,
oh, yeah.
there you go. Give that full set to Supreme Gaelic.
Oh yeah, chat. Oh, they're cooked.
Okay, go ahead and level up all those to 4. So if you click on any of them, then you click upgrade at the far left side.
Oh, yep.
And then, so how it works in this game is a little weird. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but hey, it only costs silver and we can farm silver fairly easily. There's a chance that you level it up. Instead of it being you instantly level it up, there's a chance that you do. So you can see at the top that it says certain. That means that it for sure will level up, but then once you level up 4 times, it'll drop from certain to like, you know, I don't remember what the word is, but like you have a chance of failing, but it's a low chance. And the higher you level it up, the higher the chance that it'll fail going up. And so it becomes exponentially more expensive the higher that you go in levels. And so you want to save your silver and make sure you don't take crap artifacts too far. So if they're like a low star, under 3-star, like 3-star or below artifact, I wouldn't take them past like level 8. But then, you know, anything that's 4-star, 5-star, or 6-star, if they're good stats, you're down to, you know, take it up. And of course, just like Galaxy of Heroes, speed is key. So if you click the instant upgrade button right there, that'll make it so you don't have to sit there through the animation of it trying to upgrade. And then you go ahead and hit the settings button, the upgrade 1 level thing, the little settings icon. And then just 4, upgrade to level 4.
Yep.
And now you can just click the upgrade to level 4 and it'll instantly upgrade to level 4 on the right side. The blue button.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Don't show again. Yep, we don't need more pop-ups. There you go. And just like, you know, in Galaxy of Heroes, it'll roll an extra stat every time that you level up one of these up to, you know, 4 levels. So
yeah, oh yeah, I see how the upgrade chance changed to high. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. And go ahead and go through, just press the X at the top right, and you're just going to go through each of those pieces of gear that you have and get them all to level 4. And then you'll go over to Zargala and you'll find a set of gear to put on her as well. And do the same thing.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Duo streaming with troopers. Yes, we are, my friend. Good to see you, Vader Slaps.
Go upgrade.
I mean, Vader Slaps, how far into the game are you? Because if you're not super far into the game, I might suggest just starting over, because this month they're giving away a ton of free stuff for new players, including like a really solid legendary.
Yeah, chat, I'm already a master at the game.
It's true. He is.
Wait, chat, did I do that right? Sure. All right, you know what? Fine.
Alex RG, are you talking about for Twitch? If you're trying to drop it to 360p, that is only for what is it called? Monetized channels. So until I can get 50 followers on this channel, I won't be able to
What's up,
allow that.
What's up, Boogie? Oh yeah, you did DM me. I saw that. Thank you, Boogie. All right, chat. We need to go to our other champion, his wife, I guess. And
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's not racist at all. Assuming the 2 orcs are married, but whatever.
You know what? Hey, look. All right. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I got nothing. There are 2 king stats in this game. That's actually 3 king stats. Inside this game, it's not just speed. Speed is key, of course, and you want to have speed. Speed is the king of the stats. But then underneath that is going to be accuracy. And so accuracy in this game is another word for potency if you played Galaxy of Heroes. And so almost every single person in this game needs potency because it scales. And so that accuracy is necessary because if you're like doing a higher level dungeon, you're going to need a ton of accuracy to apply the debuffs that you're doing. And it's not just debuffs, that includes removal of turn meter, you know, all kinds of different stuff. If you're affecting an enemy and it's not damage, it's accuracy. So the number 2 stat you're looking for is accuracy. And then if they're any kind of attacking character, you're going to look for crit rate, because if you get 100% crit rate, then you will be able to crit 100% of the time, which is double damage. So you're always looking for double damage.
We're just gonna equip all this. Sure.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Oh, no, you're good. It's all 3-star stuff. It's all solid.
Yeah, I was equipping it so it's the same set.
Yeah, for a second I thought you were still on Supreme Gaelic and you were gonna swap mods. I was like, no, wait.
No. I'm dumb. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah. So like that right there, those boots that you're looking at right now are fairly solid. They have crit rate and accuracy. They don't have speed, but as a new player, having some crit rate and accuracy is a solid roll for stuff.
Okay.
When it comes to boots and gloves are the only one that can roll crit rate as its primary stat, and so it's always good to try and get crit rate gloves. And then boots are the only ones that can roll speed as their primary stat. So you're always looking for boots that have speed as the primary
crit rate
stat.
right there.
Heck yeah, and speed. Some solid gloves right there.
Alrighty, there we go. Alright, we're almost done modding.
Okay.
Chat mod stream 2.0, except it's better.
Except I have no idea what I'm doing instead of, knowing what I'm doing.
I can't be disappointed if I don't know what I'm rolling for.
There you go. Okay, clan. We're gonna drop the requirements.
Great. Beautiful. Alright, they're both modded. Take your time, though. I know you're doing your clan thing.
Okay, how much power do you have right now?
21,000.
Perfect, then I set it low enough. Okay, so let me just make sure we have enough room for people. What's our total?
Do I need to get up my level? Should I do a few more campaign battles?
Yeah, go ahead and start working on campaign battles so you can get to level 17 and join the clan.
Chat, are we going to be doing a dungeon tonight? Let me know.
Dude, if you hit a high enough level, we can do a clan lord run. It's basically like a raid in Galaxy of Heroes. Watching an actual beaver stream. I love that, Bobo. That's rough, Astro. Who's the best out of the first for just made account? If you're looking at the first 4 characters that you can get, the best one's Kale. Where is he?
Thanks for telling me that.
This magnificent guy with the ponytail. Important note, the boots are like arrows in Swogo. You can get speed of the Yes, yep. We talked about that.
Bro, help your wife out. There you go.
If all characters start at 15% crit chance, there's a case to be made for diminishing returns where crit damage and straight attack will do more overall DPS. The answer is yeah, they don't all start at 15%, but the answer is yes, and eventually your side stats in a end game account will get the crit chance to 100%, and you'll be focusing your primary stats on crit damage. But as a new player, you focus on the crit chance for now, but until you can get the secondary stats for crit chance up, and then you could just do crit damage for your primary for the gloves. So that's kind of what you push towards the end game. And so, you know, on some of my characters that I have a higher crit rate and secondary stats, I just end up using crit damage.
You gonna kill him or
I'm guessing, yeah. So these guys have a buff that they can apply. There's like 120 buffs in this game. It's insane.
100 and what?
Yeah, like let's see. I've never actually checked the total amount.
There's actually a commercial with them too. Yes, there's a commercial with them both. Thank you.
It is. Yeah, there is. Although it's not the
husband wife.
It's not the supreme version of them, but yes. Let's see.
Chat, who looks better, me or the supreme guy?
I mean, when you're in the Slave Leia costume?
Everyone, it actually got, like, I was getting a little weirded out, honestly, because everyone kept asking to see my F.
That's a little weird. Love that.
I'm like, yeah, all right.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,
Yeah, I mean,
26.
Chat, but Beaver ever asked for some ab pics on the side? No.
Yeah, so there is 33 normal buffs in the game, and 31 roughly debuffs. Like, there are so many buffs and debuffs in this game to keep track of. But there's one that's deathless, and so it makes it so you can't kill the enemy until they run out of the buff.
They emerged victorious.
Be quiet. Not you. Oh, we got more beer for the guy.
Elven lords and they are our hero.
All right, hold on. Wait, did we get up to 17? No, how are we still at 15? Mi hombre en Christe.
You'll push
Oh, we're at
more.
85.
Go accept your quests and passes and stuff like that, and that'll give you some more XP as well as some good stuff.
There we go. Daily challenges, beautiful, 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 gorgeous, stunning. Wait, is that? Oh,
Chickens. Yeah, so chickens and beer is how you level up characters.
Sounds like my kind of life. All right, so which one's better to collect here?
So you'll get both of them if you just click on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this section is essentially, do you see at the bottom how at the very end there's a character, a legendary character?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically these are little missions that you can work on that are not very hard to do, and they'll get you 3 different legendaries as you play through them. And you'll also get a whole bunch of energy while doing it and that type of thing. And a lot of it will just teach you how to play the game, because it'll like take you through different things to be like, oh, farm a mod from this event and things like that. So that way you can kind of get an idea of where everything is. So these missions will help kind of guide you throughout, as well as give you a couple legendaries for free without, you know, having to pull one out of a shard.
All right, yeah, chat, that's my wife. Anyways, moving on.
Mommy. Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Let's see. It looks like you do have clans open. Go ahead and click clan at the bottom.
Clan, all right.
And then search.
Search.
And the clan name is the OG Beaver Dam.
The OG.
There's spaces between the and OG.
Damn. All right. Search. No, son of a. There we go.
There
Join.
it is. Yep, join.
Yep. All right.
There we go. And then if you go over to members, so every day you play, it'll ask you to check in. If enough people check in, then we get a chest, and the chest is going to give us points. There's also challenges you can work on if you look at the clan quests area.
Uh-huh.
And that'll also help out our clan and be able to give everyone rewards if you work on these.
All right, let's see who's... Wait, how does Tom Warlock have 3 stars and I don't?
So stars are based off of activity. And so the first star is just for basically signing in, with the last star being that you got like the last reward for being in game. So there's rewards if you go out to the main bastion area.
Yep.
Very bottom right, it looks like a little timepiece. What are those called? Yep. Hourglass. Yeah. And so for however long you've had the game open in a certain day, you'll get just free rewards kind of hanging out here. And so to get a full 3 stars, you have to have technically 3 hours in the game, whether that's just letting your phone auto battles or whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what do you need me to do next in order to succeed?
In order to succeed, basically you can we'll actually take you through a couple bosses for a second. Your characters are now modded to some degree. You know, they're not the most amazing mods, of course, but they're mods nonetheless. Go ahead and head over to battle.
Yep.
Go to dungeons. So this is where you're going to farm almost everything to upgrade your characters that's not XP based. So you'll level up your characters and that type of thing. But then there'll be like ascendant stars is what they're called. And so as you up that, it'll up their base stats and give them an extra ability if you get them to 3 stars. And so you can see here there's 5 keeps. One's green, one's blue, one's red, one's purple, and then one's white. You see those ones? They're literally the 4 you're looking at. Like there's a blue girl, there's a green, yeah. So those 5 right there are all to get potions, and potions will ascend those characters. And so every character needs white potions, regardless of who they are, to upgrade their ascendant stars. And then depending on what color they are, it'll require potions from that color as well. So every character needs white, and then the other colors just based on what kind of legend they are. So if you're looking at Supreme Gaelic, he's the purple, he's the Void Champion, and so he's gonna need purple ones. And each of these will have a boss fight that you have to do. And so go ahead and click on the purple one real quick.
Yep.
And so you can see there's different levels, and so as you go through the levels, you'll get better and better rewards. And so it'll be much easier to get your characters up to the right level. And the higher the character is, so if it's a legendary character, they're going to require a lot more higher level potions than lower level potions.
Do I start on stage 20? Just say send it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you got to work your way up, and it's gonna be rough. Each one has a specific way of working, and so eventually you'll need other champions that are gonna be able to help you out in these, because in one of them maybe the boss heals 50% of her health every turn she takes, and so you have to either have champions that are gonna make it so you put healing immunity on her, or champions that just take a lot of turns. You could do a lot of turn meter, so that way you can take a lot of turns to kill her before she takes her turns. So each boss is going to be different. So go ahead and click on the stage 1 and play your first battle in this one. So we'll utilize your 2 characters.
Just 2 characters.
You can throw more in. It's not like you're going for 3 stars in this. You're just trying to win the battle. So you can certainly throw more in. And if you win, then it'll give them XP, and so you can farm XP like this.
If I holler every day, my mom chose the very best one, and you are not it.
Perfect.
There we go. Oh, they're only level 5. Oh, this is gonna be easy.
Sounds good, Astro. Devin, the guild requirement is lowered. You should be able to join. It's the OG Beaver Dam.
Easy.
Dude, the fact you pulled Deacon is amazing, Con Warlock. I love Deacon. Yeah, dude. Deacon, Venomage, and Taragi is insane pulls. Heck yeah, dude. I honestly don't know what the trick is to the Void Boss. I'm gonna have to check.
But yeah, do I just click next?
Next will bring you to the next tier above that, so you can continue to work your way up and get higher and higher potions. Go ahead and go to stage selection.
All right, yeah, we'll do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we're gonna show you what these potions do. So go ahead and head back to your home screen.
Yep.
And go to the tavern.
Going back to the bar, chat. Where? Oh, I'm an idiot.
And then you're gonna click on, let's go with Supreme Gaelic. Why not? You're probably not gonna have the stuff to do him just because he's a legendary champ, so he's a little harder to do.
Oh, we got more beer.
Click Ascend at the bottom right.
Oh, okay. Bottom right. Oh, Ascend. There we go.
You can ascend champions by.
Yeah. I have a beaver. Tell me.
Yeah, so each of these will up their stats a little bit each time you give them a level of Ascendant stars, and so it'll give them one of these purple stars. If you press the plus twice to go up to 3 stars, you see how it now has an ability that it adds as well.
Mm-hmm.
So every character will have an ability that'll get added from the Ascendant stars. And so if you can get to 3 stars with a champion, it's like one of the best things you can do, because then you unlock their full kit. And then as you go forward, it's going to continue to up their base stats. So this is just a good buff to your characters overall.
Yep.
So if you go over to Gaelic, regular Gaelic, so
Yep.
and then you should have most of what you need to go up, but you can see what you need to farm, right? You need blue potions and you need white potions to be able to bring him up. So that's what those are for farming, is to farm those potions to bring up your characters and get them not only an increased base stats, but they'll also get a new ability or an upgrade to one of their existing abilities.
Okay, that makes sense.
Additionally, you see the button that says upgrade skills on the far right.
Yep.
So So this is how you upgrade your abilities. Unfortunately, with upgrading abilities, it's not, I choose to upgrade this ability specifically. You put the book in, and then it'll upgrade one at random.
Bruh.
Yeah. How many books do you have up there at the top left?
7.
7? Honestly, just throw them all into Gaelic. So you click it, and then you drag the slider up.
Slide.
Yep. And then, throw them all in. Yeah.
Oh, I saw a 6 out of 6.
Oh, there you go. Fully leveled up one of your abilities. Dang, that's wild. Now go to upgrade level.
Yep.
And then just give him a whole bunch of blue beers. Get him up to full level.
Thank you. Just give them all?
Yep. So you see how he's...
Wait, this is normal Gaelic.
Yes, this is normal Gaelic. So you usually want to focus on your first character, even if it's normal Gaelic, and then one really good character like Supreme Gaelic or Zargala, because you're going to get rewards that can level up Gaelic. Like you're getting rare skill books to upgrade his skills, because you need legendary skill books to upgrade your legendary Gaelic, which is going to be much harder to find. And so the game itself is going to give you stuff for rare champions for free, and he's going to be your best rare champion. He's the worst of the starting champions, but he's still a solid champion overall. And so we're going to focus on trying to get your Gaelic up all the way first and getting your Supreme Gaelic all the way. So you're going to twin with the 2 Gaelics.
Good.
You see how he's 3-star and you're bringing him up to level 30?
Yeah.
So a 1-star champion can only be brought up to level 10. 2-star champion can bring it up to level 20. 3-star champion to level 30. And this is exponential. And so a level 50 character to a level 60 character is like 4 times the power.
So it's like relics?
Yes, exactly. Kind of like relics. You see where it says upgrade rank?
Yep.
Click on upgrade rank.
When a champion hits 2 up,
And so
I have a beaver.
when this guy is at full level, you've hit level 30, you can now devour other 3-star champions and turn them into him going up to a 4-star champion. So then he can hit level 40 and he has better stats overall. And so you also have the alternate of chickens, as you can see here. So if you don't want to eat any of your champions, you can instead eat chickens. And so you need 1 champion or 1 chicken per star. So you're going from 3 stars to 4 stars, so you need 3 chickens. Right. So go ahead and do 3 chickens, and we're going to get your Gaelic up to the next level.
Upgrade?
Yep.
Alrighty.
And then now he's back down to level 1, and so we got to get him to level 40. So go ahead and hit that upgrade level and just force feed him some more beer. Beer.
Blue. Let's go. I clicked the beer. Give me my beer. Then we're gonna go here. Max level. There we go.
Heck yeah! And then let's see if you have the chickens to bring him up to 4-star.
Upgrade. You mean 5?
Yeah, 5-star. Sorry. See if you have any 4-star chickens. Yeah, so if you look at that apprentice pass that we were working on, so go back to the Bastion.
Yep.
And then at the bottom there's passes.
Yep.
And then you can see here there's 3-star chickens. There's also 4-star chickens as you go through, as well as skill books. So this pass will basically just give you everything you need to get started on your first champion, Gaelic.
Okay.
And so as you do, yeah, exactly. And it's all leveling up in this is heavily based off of you leveling Gaelic.
Oh, look, there we go. We got our what? Yep.
Yeah, so 3-star chickens will help you go from 3-star to 4-star. 4-star chickens will help you go from 4-star to 5-star, and so on and so forth.
We got more beer. All right, we're one away from that. So do you want me to try just get that for you right now, or?
Is there any easy ones of these? Ascend Gaelic to level 1 of Ascension. That's an easy one to do. You also equip Gaelic with 4 level 4 equipment is also a really easy one. So,
okay,
ooh,
so...
it gave you a whole bunch of stuff for him. See if you can ascend him to up to 3.
So, all right, max. There.
Ooh, you don't quite have enough of the white potions. Bring him up to 2 Ascension rank at least, yeah.
All right, ascend. There we go.
And then let's get some artifacts on this guy, so that way he can actually work together with your Supreme Gaelic.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Don't upgrade skills.
Yeah, I mean, throw all the skill books that you get into him. We're gonna use this guy as your guy to push through campaigns with Supreme Gaelic, so.
Okay. Beautiful. There we go. All right, and then you said go to mods, so we're gonna go, let me see. Oh my.
You're gonna be plagued by them forever.
All right, so we're gonna go here. So he has, ooh.
Yeah, some 1-star garbage, just because the tutorial makes you put them on. Do you have any? Let's see.
You tell me.
Dude, I can barely see from where I'm sitting. Scroll down, see if you have any high-star stuff as you go down.
I have 2 for the set divide offense, 2 for the savage offense.
Yeah, go ahead and throw whichever of those 2. Hold on. Are those high star? I can't.
Look, here, I'll click on them.
Okay, go ahead and throw the 2. Ooh, the savage one isn't gonna really help you that much because you don't have a full set yet. Just go ahead and go up to the offense area, so it's gonna be up to higher.
Yep.
You should have a full set of 3-star offense gear, I think, or higher stuff. So if you have anything higher than 3-star, throw it on. But otherwise, get all that 3-star.
Okay. Yeah, I do. That's 4-star. Yep.
Continue. Heck yeah.
4-star shield. And then the rest is absolute garbage, just like me at this game. Thank you. And then a purple. I assume the higher the color, the better.
It's just like how in Galaxy of Heroes, like you'll have a gold mod and it'll already have all 4 stats revealed. It's the same kind of thing. Yeah. And so like technically purple is great, but a purple 3-star is not going to be anywhere near as good as a, white 5-star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A 5-dot mod will always be better than a 3-dot mod, essentially.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. All right, so I'm upgrading all these mods as we speak, and then
probably Elhain Tamoy. I don't know if enough about War Maiden, but I know she's used in a couple different things.
So, what else are we going to be doing today? I'm interested. I'm intrigued, obviously. So.
We're basically just going to try and get you as pushed far into the game as you can, and we're going to show off just kind of the different content that you can access. So we just showed you off kind of the potion keeps. We're going to show you some of the ways to farm mods as well. Hold up, don't level that one up. Switch that one out for another offense mod.
Wait, I thought I switched offense. Oh, here. Equip. Oh, nope, that's 2. No, wait, no, I'm clicking on this one. Equip.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Upgrade. And they said that the rubies are like crystals, is that right?
Yeah, the gems are basically crystals. So your first set of crystals, there's a thing called mastery in this game. So if you click on the over next to your artifacts, there's a little icon with 3 circles. Do you see it? Far right.
Artifact. Right. Yep.
So these are masteries. Go ahead and click just on any of those like hexagons or whatever they are. And so if you click on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So this one gives a plus 75 to your attack. And so there's skill trees that you can utilize for the character to kind of specialize them a bit for different stuff. And so your first set of gems, you usually save up 800. But if you click get all scrolls.
Get all scrolls.
800 gems right there. So your first 800 gems will go towards this on your campaign farmer. So that way you can be able to use your campaign farmer and get through all of the campaigns really easily, which will allow you to start farming XP for new characters that you get, as well as food champions that you're going to be feeding to other people. And so all of these buffs right here are going to be super, super helpful on your first character. So that's kind of your first place you want to spend your gems. So you're going to save up your gems till you hit 800, then buy your scrolls here, and then you'll move on over to, you know, doing like your gem mine, which will give you daily gems, which is not a ton, but it does pay itself off eventually.
And I will do this on my Supreme Gaelic, right?
I would probably do it on your base Gaelic, just because you're going to be able to get a ton for your base Gaelic. Yes, he's not the greatest, but he's still solid as a campaign farmer. Eventually, you're going to get this for Supreme Gaelic as well.
I just feel cheated that I see him in every ad. Yeah, he's the worst.
I know, and there's so many people in this game that are upset that he's the worst, and there's a big like apologist faction in the game where people are just like, no, Gaelic's the best, and I'll prove it. It's like, I wish I could say yes, buddy, but he's not.
I feel like I just selected my first Pokemon and I chose Snorlax. That's what I feel like.
You'll do great though.
All right, so what else do you want me to do? What's next?
Okay, so now that you have some work into your campaign farmer, go to your passes. You should have a couple more things to accept.
Oh my! I
every
swear.
time, dude.
I'm gonna smack some. Speak light. Oh, we got 2 chickens.
Heck yeah. We need to get to the 4-star chickens as fast as we can, essentially. Ooh, and we'll be able to ascend some more as soon as we get one more rank up, too.
Is there something that you want me to do real quick in order to reach that? For daily quest, there's win at camp. Wait, I just want to...
Yeah, so the reset on this game is 5 p.m. Or 1 hour ago for me. That would be, what, 6 p.m. for you?
6
so,
PM,
yeah, so you just finished them.
It said refreshed actually 5 minutes ago.
Then yeah, sorry, 7 p.m. for you, 6 p.m. for me, my bad. So yeah, it just refreshed, so you can do these all again. And so we can now go do some campaign battles, and this will get us another level up in there. So go as far as you can, of course. And you see at the bottom the flashing lights.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so you go ahead and claim all of those. And so this is why we try to 3-star every single battle, because then you're going to get a whole bunch of rewards. And at the very end, you'll get a void shard. And those shards are how you get new characters.
I have not 3-starred any of the... Oh, my.
Well, now you have your characters upgraded, so they'll have an easy time getting through them. So.
All right. Man, I don't care who they have, man. I don't... So do you want me to use him in the normal Gaelic or?
Yeah, use those two.
Okay.
Zargle is nice, but you're gonna need epic skill books, and you're gonna need a lot heftier stuff to get them up. So.
I will say it is like the animations are really nice. I like the graphics. It's interesting, and as a new player, I will say it's a little overwhelming, but I like it because I want to learn about it, and I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's something that like I want to get better at, and it's fun. Like this is really cool. Like getting something like this, you feel like you're being rewarded for everything you do. It's really nice.
I feel like in the early game of Galaxy Heroes, you kind of feel like you're waiting to play the game till you hit level 85. And this game, I really didn't feel that way at any point. It never felt like I was just, sitting there waiting to play the game. It's just there's always new content and more content to work on. So
yeah, no, I really like this. It's engaging, it's exciting. Like, yeah, I'm playing on auto, but I'm actually watching the battle. I'm actually interested. I'm seeing what the abilities do, stuff like that. And
yeah,
like, I feel like I'm doing something. When I get all these rewards and everything, I feel like I'm earning, right?
Oh yeah, and like as you start to get into harder content, you'll start having to like do manual on some of them, and then as time goes on, you'll get better stuff on your characters, and then you'll be able to, if you need to go farm that node, you can go through an auto again.
What's up, Rossi? What's up, Yotter? Oh, hey, perfect. Yeah, yep. This is the eating chicken, and we're doing beer. Yep. Beaver
Yeah.
paid for the tab.
Devin, yeah, if you can 3-star those campaign levels the first time, it's the best thing you can do, but I do suggest going back and 3-starring them at some point. The ones that are most important to 3-star all the way through, though, is hard difficulty and brutal, because hard and brutal will give you a sacred shard, and sacred shards have the highest chance for legendaries in the game, and so they're your best chance of getting the best characters in the game, essentially.
Hey, we're cruising through. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what you did.
Dude,
we're cruising.
Honestly, a lot of it just comes down to getting some artifacts on your characters. Once you have some mods, like in Galaxy of Heroes, I feel like mods is like 30% of your viability of your characters. In this game, I feel like it's a full 50% of your viability. Like I've been working on my artifacts on my character that I got like 2 weeks ago. And like I was using her and I was like, oh, I like this character, I'm really loving him. And then I saw online that they can solo quite a few of the dungeons. I was like, there ain't no way. And I looked it up and they're like, oh yeah, you just mod it this way. And I was like, no way. And so I modded it that way, and mine are just okay. I don't have like the best mods by any means, but I modded it that way, and sure enough, they're able to solo up to like level 13 in some of the dungeons. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah, and something that I will point out and praise Raid for is like, it seems like you can play how you want to. Like I could take this off and I can go slow, like actually like take my time, or I can, you know, do this and I can learn while I'm watching them play on auto and stuff. So I really like that as well. Like you have a choice in how you play.
Yeah. I feel like there's a little bit of everything for people in this game for sure.
All right, I'm gonna go back. I just completed this whole thing, so.
Heck yeah, and all 3-star. Okay, so you got some rewards at the bottom.
Oh, yep.
Perfect.
Of course, I didn't get anything there because I'm a loser. Yep.
And then
Alrighty.
it passes. You should have a.
Yes.
Another...
Oh my! I swear. All right, let's get a quest. Let's get these right.
Yeah, those are your dailies. So.
Why is there still something blinking on that? Hold on. Let me see. Quest. There's something still. Weekly. Oh. So are these the potions we use to upgrade? Or
no,
those are energy.
Yeah, so those are being energy refresh. So just like, you know, you spend 50 crystals for an energy refresh in Galaxy Heroes, they just give out energy refreshes like that that'll just instantly pop into your energy each day. If you like, you know, spend time in the game, if you do your dailies, if you do your weeklies, you'll get these just naturally. So
wow, I know a game that would never do that.
Right? You have to fight tooth and nail for extra energy.
Or you need to do a community pass that the first time we couldn't even do.
Yeah, gosh.
All right, anyways, it's about Raid. We're having a good time.
Go to apprentice challenges real quick.
Not...
You need 15. You need 20, and you only got 5.
Here's why I already completed all the dailies. Is there anything here?
Okay. Go ahead and go equip. So go to your Gaelic and go ahead and level up all of his artifacts to level 8.
Oh, okay. Go here.
Sounds good, Vader Slaps. You have a great night.
So you're saying it's okay to upgrade 4 more levels?
Yeah, especially with like, I know that your mods are not necessarily the greatest right now, but like you really need to push as far as you can to be able to get the most out of your energy, and because you're trying to get to brutal campaign. And up to roughly 12, so the end of brutal campaign, because that's where you can farm the most silver and farm the most XP. And so because of that, you're just trying to push your Gaelic as fast as you can to max level, and they just hand that to you, but you have to you know, do these things that aren't necessarily the best for your account, because you're taking artifacts that are not the best to like 12 and 16 because you're a new player, but it's going to give you stuff to upgrade your Gaelic, so it's kind of a good trade-off. So
what are these dots mean, if I may ask? Does that mean new gear, or immortal? What is it? Says set immortal too. I know you can't see that well.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of sets in this game. So like in Galaxy of Heroes, you got 6 sets. In this game, there is a set for offense, there is a set for, crit chance. But there's also sets like this, which this is plus 15% health, and you regenerate 3% of your health every turn. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff like this. Like there's perception gear, which is one of the best ones you can get, which is plus 40 accuracy and plus 5% speed. And so
have any of that. Yep.
Those ones specifically, you have to forge them, you have to craft them, and so they're a little bit harder to get. But yeah, there's a ton of different sets. But yeah, that set is super, super nice. A plus 15% health, as well as regenerating a little bit of your health. Always nice.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, Yoder wants us to we'll do it quickly because this is about raid. Because I just want to learn about this. But thoughts on the new
8 cents, my bad,
Datacron art?
On the new Datacron art? Oh, I haven't actually
Yoder
seen
just
it.
passed that.
Let's see. Is this in the?
It's in the Swigo data mine. Yeah.
I haven't looked at the.
My theory, and you're gonna hate me, and I will accept your hate because it is well deserved. I'm thinking it's ship Datacrons. I'm gonna say it.
Oh, I would despise that so much. I really hope they're just doing a reskin.
I don't think they're doing a reskin. There's no way.
Let's see. It's not there. Is it in game assets? Is that what we're looking at? Oh yeah, there's the game assets. Yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah, looks like we got a new type of Datacron colored scheme and everything.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
This. Slice a bundle? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this when I got some time. This is interesting.
No, we talk about it after. This is about raid.
Yeah.
But I was just asking because Yoder asked me a couple times, and I ignored chat for a little bit. So. All this stuff's leveled up. Should I be good to get that quest? Because I want to do that one thing that you told me. Wait, it doesn't. It says I didn't do anything.
Did you level up all of them to level 8?
Yes. And look, it says 0 out of 6.
Go back to. Oh, did you just do Supreme Gaelic instead of Gaelic?
I did Supreme Gaelic.
It needs to be regular Gaelic.
Well, I clicked go and it said, and then it took me to
Yeah, because he's your highest overall power character, so he's at the top.
I don't want to hear it, chat. It's not my fault. It's Beaver's fault. He owes me a beer now.
Yeah, I owe you a beer, 100%.
There we go.
But yeah, so I thought this was when Troopers mentioned doing this, I was like, actually, is a great idea because there's a lot of new players coming into the game that are probably gonna miss a lot of this, just because as many videos as I can make, I can't sit there and just be like, okay, here's what you're gonna do first, here's what you're gonna do second, and just a normal video. I can do, and it's not gonna do well either. I can do hey, here's top 3 tips for starting out in Raid Shadow Legends. I can do things like that, but being able to show kind of step by step is not something that's easy to do in a video format, and doesn't usually do well because there's no way to market it to the YouTube algorithm. So.
All right, there you go. But no, and I'm happy to do updates, when we do our first big raid or something. Happy to do that with you and show people what that's like. I'm invested in the game, man. I've been looking for a game outside of Swigo that really is fun and something that my friend plays, and well, this is it.
Heck yeah.
Even though I suck at it.
It's a learning curve. Let's go to the tavern. We're gonna go ascend that Gaelic because we just got the stuff we needed to ascend Gaelic even farther.
Supreme Gaelic or normal Gaelic?
Normal Gaelic.
Okay. Ascend. Do we go 2?
Yeah, bring up as high as you can. Yeah.
Okay. Ascend. There we go.
Sweet. Now you have a new ability on Gaelic, or a upgraded ability, I think, is for Gaelic. And then you should have another pass level that you can do. So go back to the pass.
Let's go back to Yep. And then, claim right there.
And then, yeah, you should be able to
Claim,
get a couple
books.
skill books and throw those
Yep.
skill books on Gaelic, and then we'll be good to continue farming campaign, or we can try out a dungeon real quick if you want to try out a dungeon.
Whatever you want to showcase or show your community, I'm down for whatever, man.
Yeah,
skill book.
do a
Wait,
dungeon.
don't tell me how. Skill. No, shoot. Don't tell. Don't. All right, tell me so that your viewers don't.
Tavern.
Yeah. Son of a.
Anytime you're upgrading you're upgrading the level of something on a champion, it's always in the tavern.
Nope. There we go. Let's throw those on right there. 10,000.
Heck yeah. It's even more damage.
All right. So yeah, what do you want to show next?
Yeah, let's go into battles, and you're gonna go over to dungeons.
Quick question, because I know a lot of people are showing me actually saying like, oh, the portal is important. What is this about?
Yeah, so go ahead and click the portal.
Okay.
This is where you basically get 90% of your champions. So you can farm certain champions from nodes in campaign, but most champions are based around getting them from shards. So if you hit summon right there at the bottom,
You want me to click it?
Yeah, you have 14 mystery shards, so go ahead and hit the summon.
Okay.
And so these ones have a high chance of common, medium chance of uncommon,
this bomb.
and a low chance of rare. And so these mystery shards are like kind of the equivalent of bronzium packs. They're not great, but they'll get you your daily challenges, and you can use the stuff you get from them from food. And you might occasionally get a rare, a 3-star that you can utilize. And then, of course, you have ancient shards, void shards, primal shards, and sacred shards. So ancient shards, you'll always get a rare or higher, and then, percentage-wise will be just dependent. And then sacred shards are the best shards in the game because they have either epic, so either a 4-star, or it's going to be a 5-star legendary, and it has the highest chance for a legendary. And so they're the hardest to get in the game.
That
and
makes
then
sense.
Fusions are like you take champions and then you kill the champions to make one mythic or one legendary character. And so that's the whole idea. And so there's a whole bunch to choose from.
Gaelic?
You cannot kill Gaelic. If you go and you click on the other ones on the left side, you can see that each one kind of has their own set of champions that are required for it, and it'll let you know when you try to eat a champion to level up another character or anything like that. If they are a character that can be used for a fusion, it'll warn you first and be like, are you sure you want to do this, because these can be used for a fusion.
So I'll ask it for people that play Swigo. Is this basically like the legendary tab where you see all the legendaries, requirements, stuff like that?
Yeah, it is very similar. It's a rotating group of people, and this is where a lot of the newer characters will come in. So like Fabian at the top, or Fabian, how do you say this guy named Fabian? So this is the current guy, and so all events that are going on right now are giving copies of this rare legend that you see down below that you need 16 of. And so if you get a certain distance inside the events going on during the next 2 weeks, it'll give you one of them, and then you need to get them up to a certain level, and then you can fuse them up into these epic characters, and then you can take the 4 epic characters and fuse them up into the new character that's coming out right now.
Okay.
So these are fusion events. They happen every so often to bring in a new character.
Yep, I see the timer right there. Yep.
So very, very helpful. But fragment summons is exactly how you would look at Galaxy of Heroes farming, where you get shards, and then once you get a certain amount of shards, you unlock the character. So the same way as kind of how Galaxy of Heroes works for basically everyone, that's how fragment summons work. A lot of them are usually tied to events as well. Like an Esme event just happened not too long ago, so I have 20 shards of 100 for Esme. Sabbatha, I've got 25 of 100 because that was not too long ago as well. So this is kind of the classic way of farming up characters.
Holy bruh.
So most games kind of do this fragment summon idea of, you need 330 shards to get this character in Galaxy of Heroes. In this game, very much based on shard summoning, and then these are alternate ones that you'll just, acquire over time and doing different events and stuff.
Okay, so do you not want me to summon any more of these?
You certainly can if you want to. Mystery shards aren't super helpful, and so like I usually utilize them for different things. Like you need to summon 3 champions a day to do your dailies, and so I'll open 3 of my mystery shards a day.
Alright, we'll
Every
open 2
week
more.
for a weekly challenge, you need to do 25 champion summons, and so I'll open 25 of these a week
Yo,
total.
I'm getting so tired of these bumps. I swear.
Dude, all you
We'll do
need
one
is a
more.
rare.
Give me a rare. Bruh, what is this goth look? No.
Open up 10.
I'll open up 10. Alright, know what? We'll do it. We'll do it. Do it for the lulz. Come on. Summon 10.
Come on.
Let's go.
Let's get a rare, guys. Everyone manifest. It slows down if there's anything that's better than what normally happens.
Oh!
You got an uncommon. Not a great uncommon, but an uncommon.
Better pulls than Swiggo packs.
But yeah, so as
Alright.
we continue forward in the campaign, you'll get like a void shard, which will be a solid thing to try and open and see if you can't get a good character. So
Okay.
but
So what do you want to show off next?
let's jump into one of my favorite things about this game is just how different all the bosses are, because like in other games it's just like, oh, here's a boosted stat version of one of the characters in the game, but in this game it's just a ton of different ones. So like go to battle and go to dungeons. Oh, gotta open your mystery shard, of course. Dang it, another common.
I'm the same tomboy look.
You're getting like all knights. It's great.
Okay. All right. So sorry. Go ahead.
Battle,
Yep.
then dungeons. Are you kidding me?
What?
Hold on. Go
I do
exit out.
something wrong?
Go to your champions and go to that uncommon that you just unlocked. There is no way an uncommon is rated that high. Are you kidding me, Con Warlock?
Did I do something wrong or?
No. The one that's green.
This one?
No, it'll be a green outline.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that one right there. Hold on, I want to look at this. So there is a website similar to how, swigo.gg works.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Go ahead and lock that champion, just so you don't accidentally delete it.
All right. So how do I lock him?
You see the little lock marker to the left side next to the list of champions?
Am I blind? Yes.
A little bit to the right. It's like in the center next to where he is.
Okay. So I must be blind as a bat, or it's the snow.
Okay, look at the top left where there's a whole bunch of champions, and then you look a little bit to the right and you see Sacred Order.
Yes.
Directly below that by 2 icons.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Chat, we're cooked. Chat, we're cooked.
So there's a website called hellhades.com. Hell Hades is one of the top content creators for the game, and he made a website like swigo.gg for the game, and you can look up any champion and see what like their overall rating is between all of the different game modes. And for some reason that uncommon right there is a 4-star uncommon out of 5 stars, which Gaelic, your regular Gaelic, is a 3-star, and your Supreme Gaelic is a 4-star.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's read this guy's kit. Why is this so good? Decreases turn meter on critical. Okay. And an anti-revive attack.
And you trust this guy's rating, I assume?
Yeah, his ratings are really solid. He literally breaks it down and is like, yeah, it's solid for this one. Like, this guy that you're looking at right now is a 2-star for clan boss, so he's not going to be great in the raid. But then in the dungeon for spider, he's a 5-star. For fire knight, he's a 5-star. Dragon, he's a 4-star. Like, this guy breaks down everything and like has it all mapped out here on the website and uses like all
what
of
are
the data.
these reviews, if I may ask?
The reviews, a lot of them are trolls. So you can click on them, and this is essentially what Hell Hades is meant to do.
4.8 Spider Den, 4.6 Fire Knight Castle, Ice Golem 4.4, Demon Lord 3. All right, so are these different battles that he's good, bad in?
So this is ratings given by players in game.
Okay.
The problem is players like to meme and like to do things, and so you'll find champions that are just like absolute doo-doo garbage, but for some reason their ratings are insanely high. And so Hell Hades is based on the actual stats in the game, you know, what people are using and that type of stuff, whereas those are just reviews from random people, and so they can be vastly different than what's actually true. So you do need to be careful with the reviews in game.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then, all right, so do I want to put a set on him, or what do you want me to do?
Just hold on to him for now. The stuff that he can build into is going to be solid for you moving forward. But right now, you're kind of focusing down trying to get your Gaelic and your Supreme Gaelic up, because those two are going to be the best for campaign. This guy is a single target damage character, and you want to focus down your AoE characters because they're going to be the ones that can get you through the campaign, and getting through the campaign is kind of your big thing.
Okay, so what do you want to show next now that I got the awesome guy that you didn't even know about?
Go ahead and head to the battle and then dungeons.
Yep, dungeon, yep.
And go ahead and scroll over. So these other ones over here, Ice Golem, Dragon, and Fire Knight are all three places to farm artifacts. But the way that it works is it's randomized artifacts, and so you'll get random artifacts, but then during certain events you'll have a 2 times towards a certain type of artifact. So typically out of these three, which one you farm is either whichever one's easier for you or whichever one has an event associated with it at the current moment. So you see that there's that 2 times next to the spider.
Yep,
I believe that's spider.
I'll just click on it. Yep.
Yeah, so you'll have a 2 times chance in spider, so people will be all farming spider right now.
So I have 2 times the chance for just clarify for everyone else that's watching.
It's a 2 times for that type that the symbol
on the
is.
top, not the item drops.
Yeah, it'll be a 2 times on the type that the symbol is. But and then spider specifically is also artifacts. But if you go over to one of your characters,
how do I do?
Just go to, you can just click battle.
Okay.
And then just hold down on any of your characters. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Go back. So hit the X. And you'll click the champions on the far left.
All right.
You see how there's the 6 artifact slots, but then there's 3 underneath?
Yes.
Those are going to be your ring, your amulet, and your banner, I think it is. Let me double check.
I think I remember this part from when I first originally played.
Yeah, so those are your accessories, and those are much harder to farm. The only place you can really farm them easily is in Spider. And so that the Ice Golem, and the Fire Knight, and the Dragon are where you farm artifacts. Just depending on events, you'll go for one of those to farm high-level artifacts. And then these accessories, you got to farm Spider for it. And so whenever there's... Oh,
quick question. Sorry. What are these green pluses over here? Is that for the raid exclusively, or?
That is the stats you are getting from your current artifacts that are on the character.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so that's like your mod stats. Okay.
Yes, they do not do the math for you though here. So if your numbers on there are going to be specifically you plus the 2 numbers, and then you have the total number.
Okay. Sounds good. Yep. Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're good. Always good to ask questions. But yeah, so each of these is going to behave very differently in farming it. So go ahead and go into a battle with Spider.
Oh, yep. And then, do you want me to 2-person it, or
just you can throw everyone in there? It might as well get some XP for everyone. There's not a 3-star for this, so.
Oh wait, who's this?
Yeah, that's Ugo. So that's one of the ones you got with the content creator link that you used, which is my content creator
here,
link.
let's show them all.
Yeah, so Ugo is a 4.5 star epic champion. that you get for free when you use the content creator link and hit level 15. And she is amazing. She is not the prettiest person in the world, but she is really solid, even into the end game.
Swags type.
Exactly, yeah, very much Swags type, yep.
No, but yeah, hey, that's cool. Chat, for those of you that are still here, oh yeah, we still got a healthy amount of people here. Yeah, so if you guys use this link, you're gonna get this character once you're at level 15.
Yep, 15.
15. All right, perfect. I already know you're gonna get this game for me, so there's your girlfriend right there.
Oh, on Wukong or Alice. Wukong needs the books more, but Alice is more helpful.
I swear I'm not helpful at all.
It's kind of up to you, Alex RG. Wukong needs the books more, but Alice is the better champion out of the two. I probably would put him on Alice, personally.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so basically every time one of your allies takes a turn...
Here, I'm gonna take it off auto, here.
Every time an ally takes a turn, you're gonna spawn 2 more spiders. And so, yeah, and then the big spider can destroy them and then use them to deal damage to you, and each one will deal poison to you, and that's basically like a damage over time effect.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a lot of damage over time, and so you want to be fast to be able to fight this boss, and then you want a lot of AoEs because you want to be able to kill off the little spiders as they're spawning. Okay. And so like with this character using right now, use the middle ability.
Yep.
Or sorry, last ability. And then click on anyone because it's an AoE, so it should hit everyone. And there you go. Now you don't have to deal with spiders, and you can keep going and just kind of spamming AoEs as much as you can.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just playing it through so that people could see what it's like when you actually play it through.
Yeah.
There we go.
With Zargula specifically, that ability that you used on her, you want to use it on the weakest enemy that you can see, because it's a one-time attack that hits one enemy, but if it kills that enemy, it'll use her AoE automatically, kind of like how Gas uses 2 abilities in a row.
Oh, yep. So
yeah, if you kill someone with her second ability, it'll automatically use her AoE, which AoE's twice.
What? Sure, let's do that. Or okay. Well, she's almost dead, so I don't know. Here, I'll put it on auto 2x. There we go. See if we can get through this. Yeah.
Spider's notoriously one of the hardest ones at the start, just because...
So that's why you made me do it first? Okay.
Of course. We want to see you fail.
Thank you.
No, it's just a good example of like how each boss is like unique, because all of these bosses are going to have a different strat to them. And there'll be some like, you know, a couple people that are going to be good in multiple of these, of course, and like if you have one good team, you can do it up to like level 10 no problem, but then you're gonna have to start focusing down, oh, I gotta build a team specifically for this dungeon, so that way I can get better rewards out of it when events come around.
And so for the for the newer people, is that yellow thing gonna tell them when they're gonna take a turn? Or
yep, that's the turn meter, exactly. In fact, Plarium's actually really like upfront about how their turn meter system works. They actually have like a full 20-minute video that explains exactly how their turn meter works and how it's calculated, which is interesting.
Hey!
There you go. You had enough AoEs to get through it. So yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and go to stage selection.
Stage selection. Yep.
And then exit out, and we're gonna show off Fire Knight next.
Fire Knight. All right. Fire Knight. Yep. There we go. Battle. Same team.
Yep. Just throw them all in once again. So if you're struggling with things, you have Supreme Gaelic here and then Gaelic. All of the starter characters, Gaelic, Kale. I honestly don't remember the other two's names because I don't care. You use Kale and Gaelic's the worst. That's all I remember. Anyways, all 4 of them have the same leadership ability, which is increase max health of your allies. And so if you're like struggling on anything and you're like, gosh, my guys are dying off a little too fast, you can swap out Supreme Gaelic's lead for regular Gaelic's lead and give yourself a boost in health.
All right. Here, let's go right in. Okay, well, that works. Sure.
So a lot of these will have like 2 rounds of fighting, and then it'll go into it. Go ahead and pull it off auto real quick.
Yep.
Okay, so basically all your damage is going to be reduced by a significant amount while his shield is up. And you're not going to be able to land any debuffs. You see at the top on the far left of his abilities, there's an ability that has a 1 on it.
Yep.
So that number, every time he takes a turn, will go back up to the full amount, which I think at level 1 is 3. And that means that you need to hit him 3 times before he'll move his shield away. You knock back his shield, and then you can go and wail on him. And so, like, with this one, you're going to want to build a team that has a lot of characters that multi-attack and a lot of turn meters, so you can take a bunch of turns between him taking turns and get as many hits without him having a shield. So if you hit him right now, you'll see his shield move.
Yep. Okay. Oh, click on him.
So it brings out his shield, and then you now have a hit without him having a shield, so you'll be able to hit much harder right here.
So do I want to hit him or what?
I would do the middle ability on him, because that'll decrease his defense, and you can apply debuffs to him when his shield's down.
There we go. Yep. And then I just gotta get the shield down, right?
Yep. So you see how it says 5 at the top now?
Oh, yeah.
So you have to hit him 5 times before he next takes a turn. And so it pays to have speed on your artifacts to be able to make it so that way it's easier to do this, as well as characters that will say, you know, give your character's turn meter and that type of thing.
Yep. Let's go one more.
Which Alice, which you'll get for free after playing for 7 days, is super helpful for this, because her basic attacks 3 times.
What? How did he just get behind the...
Every time he takes a turn, he'll get back behind his shield.
Okay. Yep, you did say that. Yep.
And so each of the bosses has like a very specific mechanic based around it, which I find very, very interesting and cool.
Should I do middle ability here?
I honestly, let's see. His shield is down, so I would use either basic or middle.
Okay, we'll do basic.
Because her last ability is an AoE that hits twice, so you can use that to bring down the shield faster.
Wait, if I use an AoE, will it multi-attack?
So hold down, click on the middle ability.
Yep.
Do you see how it says attack 4 times randomly?
Uh-huh.
So if you have a whole bunch of enemies, that could be all in one person, or it could be spread across 4 different people. Since there's only one enemy, that'll hit him 4 times every time. Ooh. And so you can use that to break his shield very quickly.
Okay, beautiful.
And so now he's down to 1 already, and so now you just hit him once, basic, and then
there we go.
Now all your characters can wail on him. I would probably use her last ability.
Okay.
It hits twice.
Attack 4 times at random, has 30% chance to place it. Yep.
Yeah, so that's gonna deal a whole bunch of damage, and you know, might as well do it. Yeah. Oh gosh, that's like half his health in 1 hit. Heck yeah.
Okay, and then basic.
Yep.
Come up. Leech, and then I'm just gonna basic, see if that gets through him.
There you go. Heck yeah.
And then stage selection. And then what are these? Like, I see a lot of these lucky coins and this.
So the lucky coins is an event that's going on right now. You get 1,000 of them, and you can basically pull from a deck, and it'll just be like random rewards. You know, it's one of those, you flip the card and it gives you a reward kind of thing that you see in a lot of games.
Oh, okay.
So there's one of those events going on right now. So as you just go through events, you'll get points towards it, and then you can utilize those. The little bird, wings. Points? Yeah, those are going to be for the different events and tournaments that are happening at any given moment. So you can get, you can track how much you're getting off of battles essentially. So if you go ahead and exit out all the way to back to the Bastion, we'll take a look at the tournaments real quick. So you click tournaments at the top right.
Tournaments at the top.
So you always want to keep an eye on tournaments and events, because you'll always have something going on that can double up or triple up on like good rewards for you.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So like this one, you're getting rewards as you're going, and so you can see where you are currently, and then you can see. So you see
I'm in the top 22 in the world.
Top 22 for your group, so you get put into groups. It's kind of like how GAC puts you into a small group. It's the same kind of idea. So this is the new player tournament versus participating in kind of like the big tournaments that are happening right now for everyone else. But yeah, you'll get stuff. You can see at the top, what you'll get points for. And if you click on the info button, a lot of the times they'll tell you exactly how much things are worth. So like, it'll go through and it's like, oh yeah, in this tournament you're trying to, get artifacts. If you get a 5-star artifact, it'll give you this many points. If you'll get a 3-star artifact, it'll give you this many points. So like there's it's very transparent with you on how you can get points and everything.
Okay. That's nice. Yeah,
and then underneath tournaments, so go back to that main page.
Yep.
There'll be events.
Events.
And so yeah, there's that Verdant Deck of Fate. So that's the one that we're talking about. That's like to flip the cards.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you get 1,000
on some cards, or,
if you get 1,000 points, you'll be able to do one of these, but you don't have 1,000 points. So.
And then gear enchantment event.
Yeah, so this gear enhancement event is basically every time you upgrade a piece of gear, you're going to get stuff. And so, like, you'd wait to upgrade your artifacts until one of these events is around, because then you not only upgrade your artifacts to help out your characters, but then you're also going to be getting rewards just for doing what you would normally do naturally.
Okay, and then it shows the point structure down here, correct?
Yep, exactly. And so there's one of these for basically everything in the game. There's one of these for champion enhancement event, where it's leveling up champions and getting them like from 3 stars to 4 stars. And so you'll kind of just wait on a champion going from 3-star to 4-star if you're like leveling up characters to break down into other characters. And then once those events go live, you just do it all at once, and then boom, you got a whole bunch of rewards as well as did the thing that you wanted to do.
So you want to hoard up, it's basically, you just want to hoard up currency until an event shows up.
Exactly. It's the same thing with like the shards. You were opening the mystery shards, right? Like with sacred shards, there will be events that come around for sacred shards that make it so there's a 2 times chance for getting a legendary. So instead of a 6% chance of a legendary, it's a 12% chance for a legendary. So that's when you're going to try and open sacred shard. And so you're always kind of paying attention to just events going on, and there's always something going on to help you out in the game, essentially. Thank you, Con Warlock, Elhain, and Aethel.
Why? Look, I just want one rare. Oh,
you got an uncommon.
And so am I? So what would you suggest I do with these kinds of characters? Like
so these
uncommon, because I know something that someone brought up is like you're gonna be overwhelmed with a lot of champions at the start that are gonna be useless, but they're gonna have a purpose.
Yes, and so if we go over to the tavern, you can see what you can use them for. You're now full on champions at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go to the tavern. My bad. Right.
Oh, you're good. So if you click on honestly just click on anyone that you have, like click on your Gaelic, and then you go over to upgrade rank.
Yep.
You need 5-star characters to bring him up to 6-star. And so how are you going to get 5-star characters? Well, you're probably not going to devour 5 other legendaries, because legendaries are amazing. So instead you're going to take 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star characters that are not good, and you're going to upgrade them to 5-star and then use them to feed into Gaelic. And so that's why you want to get to brutal difficulty of campaign and get to the end of brutal difficulty, because then you're getting a ton of XP per battle, and then your Gaelic and your Supreme Gaelic can go in as a duo, and then you could just throw in random champions with them, and it'll farm up XP on those characters. And so then you can push, your common characters up to level 10. And then once your common characters are up to level 10, then you can use another common character to devour into them. Now they're 2-star, and then you can farm them up to level 20. Now you take 2 uncommons, put them into it. Now it's a 3-star. And so you're building up to try and make food for your better champions, essentially.
Is there anyone that we could do that so that we could show people on here?
Yeah, we could show it real quick. It's going to be a little bit of a waste of resources, but I mean, it's worth showing how it works. Yeah, see if you have any spirit characters. So that's the blue symbol next to their face.
Yeah, I have one right here. I have 2 the same right there.
Look for common ones. So the white.
Common. Yes, there we go.
Okay, click on him.
Yep.
Okay, and then you're gonna go upgrade level.
Upgrade level. Yep.
So
Max them
typically
out.
you'll work in like you'll be fighting in battles with these guys as extra characters, and be like focusing on your super powerful champions carrying these guys through battles to get you extra XP. But we're just gonna level them up with XP brews real quick. So
Yeah.
level them up to
So
level 10.
beer.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Beer. Give me the beer.
And then 2 should get you up to level 10. So then you hit upgrade.
Yep.
And now you can go upgrade rank. Because now he's
Upgrade
max
rank.
level for where he is. And then you'll devour another person, which you need one other 1-star.
All right. Sure.
There. And then you're going to devour that other guy. And now this guy will be 2-star.
Great.
So,
Yep. There we go.
and so now go to upgrade level again.
Upgrade level again.
And so now you'd throw him in a couple battles with someone and get him leveled up over again up to level 20 now. We're just going to have you throw in some XP brews.
Okay.
So go ahead and give him a couple more beers.
Beers on the house.
And then
All right,
upgrade
there we
rank.
go. Upgrade rank.
And then you'll
then-
devour 2 greens. And so obviously, just choose 2 random greens.
Yeah.
And then now you have a 3-star champion. Is this champion good? The answer is no. He's a common champion. He's a low-ranked champion. He's not great. But you now have an extra 3-star that you can then feed into another 3-star to bring him up to
Beaver, I have
4-star.
a question.
Shoot.
Why didn't we do this with the night that you had me bookmarked?
Because we were showing off making food versus leveling up a champion that's actually good.
Oh, okay. Good point. Good point.
And so now, because you have this character right here at 3-star, you can use him as food for that other champion as you level him up. Yeah, because he's a garbage 3-star, but he's here ready to be eaten by another 3-star to go up to 4-star.
Okay, so do you want me to do that right now?
Yeah. You're gonna have to
go
bring
ahead.
up the character to full level first, though.
Yeah, I got her upgrade level. She is a red, so we'll go
So
here.
give her some red.
Yep, there
Did
we
I get her
go.
to full? Not quite. Give her some of your blues, it looks like, to see if you can finish it off.
Okay.
Gonna be
There
expensive,
we
but
go.
hey, it's for the learning. Go for it.
And no, I'm happy to show it for your stream, man.
And then upgrade rank.
Upgrade rank. Yep, and then
And now
click
you
on
can
him.
use now you can use that food that you made as well as a couple chickens because you don't have any other food prepared.
Yep,
And there you go. Now you can upgrade her to 4-star.
there we go.
And so that's basically what you're doing with your XP is you're focusing heavily on your top characters so that way they can carry through events. And so that way you can make food while you're working on events. You can be like, oh, I'm farming silver on, Brutal 12-3 because I'm almost out of silver, but I'm also farming up XP for these characters that I'm just going to feed to other characters.
I want to get her up a little bit. Or is this a waste if I do this?
I would say it's a waste, especially considering she's not a spirit champion.
Okay.
Because you get significantly less XP if it's not a match.
because it's not the same logo. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can get her up naturally as you work on other things because you'll throw her in on a team when you're doing like Fire Knight or anything like that, and she'll level up naturally because your Gaelic and your Supreme Gaelic will carry her through that event. So.
Okay. So what's next, man? I'm invested.
The last one that I want to show real quick in dungeons, and then we're gonna move on to arena for a second. And then we'll probably call it there. So go into dungeons.
Yep.
And then it's the Minotaur's Labyrinth.
Yep.
So this is where you get masteries. And so masteries are going to be those small increases to stats that are going to be very, very helpful. So typically you'll buy your masteries for your first character, Gaelic or Kale, whoever it might be as your campaign farmer. Go ahead and go in and do the fight. So just like every boss, he'll have a specific way of fighting him. And you can check on all of these guys. There will be an info screen on like right before you go into the battle. You can click info and it'll give you like an idea on how to beat the character. But go ahead and just throw it on auto.
Okay. Yep.
I just want to show off basically what happens when you win this battle specifically.
Okay. Yeah.
Magic, sorry, not spirit. My bad, Con Warlock. Thank you.
What's up, Ert? I used to play Infinite, which is clone of this game. Power creep. This one doesn't seem too heavy on power creep. But...
So you see how the far left one, Supreme Gaelic, has the scrolls above his head?
Yes.
So in this, instead of getting just ones that are like, oh, you have scrolls that you can use on anyone, you get mastery scrolls for one specific person, so it'll alternate between the people that you have and be random on how you throw in. And so like if you threw in Supreme Gaelic by himself, then he would guaranteed get the scrolls, but then he might struggle doing it. So it's kind of a gamble trying to farm up scrolls free to play. But once you have a couple characters that have all their masteries, then it's much easier because then you can throw those characters that have their mastery scrolls in there, and they can't get more because they've already hit max. And so then you can, make sure it goes to the characters that you want to farm up. But it's very slow going for free-to-play players to get masteries, which is why we always suggest for the first 800 gems that you get, you buy your campaign farmer character, so you're rare that you got at the beginning of the game, either Kale, Gaelic, Elhain, or Aethel. Make sure you spend your first 800 gems on getting all their masteries done, because it'll take you forever to get their masteries, and then it'll give them a big boost to be able to get through the campaign easy. So...
do you want me to apply these scrolls to him just so you can show it, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how much you need for a 1 level.
All right.
It's 5, so you're gonna have to go ahead and hit next.
Yeah.
And do the next level up. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah,
and
all
get
good.
in there.
Yep. I'll do it real quick. There we go.
I mean, yeah, you're not gonna have much problems for the first couple levels for sure. Your campaign farmers will carry you.
So
hard.
basically, we want to clear all the dungeon eventually, right? Like go finish all the tiers in the dungeon.
Yeah, the higher the tier, the more rewards that you're going to get, and so the better stuff you'll get.
There
overall. We go. Ooh, we got Demon Lord, so we can do one run of Demon Lord. Okay, that's 4. Go ahead and hit next, so we're gonna do one more stage of this and see if we can't get a 5 set of scrolls on someone, just so that way you can, do it.
There we go. And then, wait, is there a way, like, how Galaxy Heroes has, like, all right, I'm gonna do 10 battles. Is there a way to do this game, or?
Yes, so we'll show that in just a moment. It's a little rougher. It's probably the one thing that is a little rough for this game, in my opinion. Okay, let's see who got it. Perfect. Gaelic got it. Yep. So yeah, go ahead and go to your champions, and we'll throw it on Gaelic. That was Supreme Gaelic, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
champions, Supreme Gaelic, already selected. Oh, here we go.
Yep, I'm gonna check what's the suggested. So just like we were checking to see how good Armiger was, I'm gonna go to Supreme Gaelic's page, and on Hell Hades you can check exactly what is suggested for him.
Sounds good.
Boss killing. Okay, so very top right one on support.
Top right one, support. All right,
yep,
so
that
this
one right there. Yep. And so that one's going to give you just a base plus 10 accuracy, which accuracy is the ability to apply debuff. So it's super solid.
Unlock. There we go.
And so
it's like a skill tree where, correct me if I'm wrong, you just go down and you're trying to clear.
Yep. And the farther you go down in one area, it'll lock off parts to the other area. Like, for instance, as you go down the right side, you won't be able to get to the left side, and you're not looking to fill these up all the way. You can only fill them up so much, and you can only work in 2 of the 3 trees. So if you do the offense tree and the support tree, you can't put in anything in the defense tree.
Okay.
So you're basically just working on 2. And so this character right here is all about applying debuffs and dealing big damage. And so you work through the offense tree and the support tree for this character.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, whereas something like maybe like a healer is going to have something closer to, doing defense and then support. So
survivability, yeah.
I'm trying to remember what we were just talking about. You were asking a question. Oh, yes. Exit out.
Yep.
And we're going to go to... Honestly, let's just go to a campaign battle, wherever you are in campaign.
Yeah. Campaign. Hey, I'm getting pretty far. Come on.
Yeah.
Considering I just got it.
Heck yeah, dude. Okay, go into the battle, and you're gonna play the battle once real quick with just your campaign farmers.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Battle. All right, I'm gonna take it off auto. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Hey, I'm used to pressing the button.
Yeah, it threw me off so bad.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Right, so that's wait.
really quick, I want to show you this. Do you remember
yes.
how we talked about the rock paper scissors between the different types of characters?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how it's a green arrow above his head?
Yes.
That means you're strong against them. If it's a yellow arrow, then you're neutral to them. And then if it's a red arrow, it means that you are weak against them. And it's important to know that because the people that you are strong against, you'll have a higher crit chance against. Just base increase to crit chance. And then if you're weak against them and you have the red arrow, it is a base 30% chance that your attack will do severely underwhelming damage and won't be able to apply any debuffs.
Okay.
And so the reason Void champions like Supreme Gaelic are so good is because they're Void. They're outside of the rock, paper, scissors, and so they'll never have that weak chance of ever being stuck, not being able to apply.
Be yellow or green.
Yeah.
Okay, and so this means they're very strong against it because it has an arrow.
Yep, so higher chance of critical hits.
Yep. And how do you know if it's critical hit or not? Oh, there's a lot of yellow.
I know it's a bit further than he is, but question about faction guards. I can still battle with my main kill if I put him in it, and do their levels matter for it? I don't believe their levels matter for it at all. Can you battle with them? I actually don't know that offhand, because I don't use any of my faction guardians. All of my faction guardians are crap characters. But I can check right now. I can go try and use one of my faction guardians. Colin Warlock might know. I think he's used faction guardians more than me. Okay, let's see. Here's my arc.
So yellow's crit, correct?
Yeah, yellow's crit, which means double damage.
Okay. Yeah, I know you're helping someone. My bad.
Still use faction guardians, and no, the levels or ranks don't matter. Yeah, the levels and ranks thing I knew, but I couldn't remember if you could use them.
Oh.
There you go. But Bazola's got us as well over on Twitch.
There we go. Beautiful. Okay, or just sure. Come on, help your wife out. Come on. All right, there we go. And then yellow there. Yellow. Yeah, I'm now noticing the difference of if I see someone's red, then click on the one that's yellow. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. Yep.
What do you want me to do next?
So now you're gonna go to stage selection.
Yep.
Click on the same one that you just did, so stage 1.
This one.
Yep. So first things first, you see where it says super raids on the right side?
Team...
Right side, not left.
Okay. Oh wow. Alrighty then. Super raid, yes.
So super raid essentially means that you use double the energy but get double the rewards. And so you can, after you've completed something once, then you can activate super raids to be able to get the things done by spending more energy and getting double the rewards, just to make it so you don't have to play it as often. You see the button for multi-battle?
Yes.
So multi-battle is the equivalent of simming events, and so the problem is it has to play through though. So you'll just put multi-battle on while you're in the shower, or you'll put multi-battle on while you're going to sleep and your phone's charging. It allows you to go through the event as many times as you want, and so if you click super raid.
Yep.
So now you're going to get double the XP, double the rewards, and everything like that. Now we click multi-battle. And so you can fiddle with a lot of settings here, including like a sell filter. So if there's you don't want any artifacts under 3-star, it'll auto sell any artifacts you get from this that are under 3-star if you set it up that way. So there's a lot of different options here that you can fiddle with if you want to. But overall, just to kind of show it off, go ahead and click on the number of battles and type in 2.
2.
And then
And then
just start multi-battle. Yep.
Okay.
And so if all of your characters hit max level, it'll automatically stop it. Just so that way you're not wasting energy on characters if you're trying to just farm up XP for characters.
Nice.
If you try to click auto,
Yep.
you're not allowed to turn off auto. It's going to automatically play every time when you're doing this. And so if your team isn't good enough to do it, then it can be bad because it'll just stop auto battling. And then, of course, at any time, if you're like, doing stuff and you want it to stop auto battling, instead of trying to catch it there at the end, you can always press the pause button at the top right.
Yep.
And then it'll say stop multi-battle. And if you click that, it'll make it so that way the next time the battle ends, it'll stop the multi-battle from then on.
You want me to click that? Or
I mean, you only have one left anyways. I just wanted to show it off real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there you go. That's how you can, farm XP, and you don't have to worry about necessarily saving multi-battles because it does say you only have 134 multi-battles, but each day you'll get more multi-battles. It's not going to be a ton, but you're going to get some each day, and then events will also give you more. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I got 4.
Yeah,
right,
you got
come
4
on.
mystery shards.
Give me a sec. What I have to do. You know.
You gotta open those mystery shards.
Yeah. I just want 1 rare. If I get one rare,
common.
if I get 1 rare, Beaver can choose my next relic character.
Oh. Random farmer number 3.
Oh?
Hey, there's an uncommon.
Is this like a goated uncommon like the other guy?
I don't know. It's making me question all uncommons that I've ever gotten now.
What?
You're out of slots for your champions. So you only have a certain amount, and so you'll pay silver and you can get 10 more slots, and that those slots are permanent, so you can continually increase your overall amount of slots.
Is it worth it, or?
I would say yeah. You got to be careful with your silver where you are right now because you haven't gotten to brutal difficulty where you can farm silver really easily.
Oh my gosh, this goth lady, I am gonna smack an arrow across. Never mind.
I swear you've gotten like 5 different versions of female archer.
Never mind.
Oh,
got some quest stuff right here. There we go.
We got some weekly on the left side as well.
Oh, yep. Got that going. XP. So what does the XP do? What is the XP exactly?
The XP will give you levels up, and so each time you level up, you're going to be able to, unlock new content and that type of thing, as well as you get some gems and that type of stuff, and energy. Additionally, this is not super important for you unless you end up having money that you want to spend in the game. Every time you hit a level where you have a 7 in it, you'll get access to a good deal to buy as well. So like level 47, you're going to get a really good deal going and that type of thing. Yeah, I'd go through and collect all of those too.
And wait, why are all of those showing? Are those the featured champions? Or?
Yeah, so that's kind of what's happening right now. So there's 3 different events going on. The little card flipping one, you can get lucky and get a legendary character out of it, and so you get the stuff to fragment summon that legendary character, and so that's why that's showing up. So they're not necessarily ones that you have, but they're just letting you know, hey, these are the events going on. Yeah. So.
Okay, and then I'm just trying to go through all the other stuff that we haven't gone through. What's the market?
So the market is just you can spend silver for things. A lot of the times I pick up mystery shards from here because you do need to make a purchase out of here every single day as part of your dailies. And so most of the time I just buy a mystery shard because there's usually almost always they're randomized slots. And so sometimes there'll be a mystery shard, sometimes there isn't. Okay. So I usually purchase mystery shards or champions because I can use champions as food, and then mystery shards I can get more food and use them for different stuff like opening for summoning events and that type of thing. But overall, when it comes to artifacts, the artifacts get very expensive very quickly and usually are not worth it unless they're rolling very specific stats, and even then they're way too expensive to be justified purchasing them. Kind of like purchasing
Yeah.
mods in Galaxy of Heroes.
Oh, they have clan Oh.
Yeah, so it pays to work with your clan 100%.
Okay.
You know, the
Okay.
clan currency is going to be very helpful. You can also get like a legendary through this and everything. Like there's some solid stuff to go for clan.
Yeah, and then there's what is this? I'm just trying to go through everything.
Hold on, I can barely read what you're doing.
Sorry,
right now.
it says token trader, and it's right underneath the clan shop.
Yeah, so this is basically you can unbind champions. So if you have multiple copies of champions, I believe it is, multiple copies of legendary champions specifically, you can turn them into this and then use them to get other champions. Yeah, it's super endgame. It's not something that like I touched with a 10-foot pole.
Okay,
So.
okay. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. It's just not something that I would worry about. Go to the Guardian Ring real quick.
Okay, it says unlock mine, but okay, we'll go to
Yeah, that's the gem mine, and so you make a certain amount of gems per day from it, and it's definitely where your gems should go after you get your first set of mastery scrolls for your first character.
Yes.
After that, all of your gems go into trying to unlock your mine and upgrade your mine to full level, so that way you're constantly getting gems each day. It's not going to be a ton of gems, but it will pay itself off, and then you'll continually get gems. So the Guardian Ring, the first thing that's important with it is the sparring pit. You can use gems to unlock extra slots, but essentially you can throw a food champion in here, and just it'll passively upgrade their rank without having to go through battles. But you will have to like come in here and click next level, so it'll encourage you to basically come into the game frequently.
So
like throw Ugo in here.
Him. Who?
Ugo, the 4th champion from the top.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yep.
Yep, and then confirm. And so now in, what is that, 40 minutes? It's hard for me to read.
45 minutes, basically.
Yeah, 45 minutes, then she'll go up a level. You'll just come in, click the button, and it'll go take her up a level. And so you can passively upgrade a champion in here, or if you unlock extra slots, you can passively upgrade up to 5 champions at a time. So you can upgrade some more food as you go, or upgrade some of your champions just passively, without having to focus on getting XP for them.
Okay, and then are any of the other tabs, Faction Guardian, Empower Champion, Unbind Champion, are any of those important that you want to go over right now?
Ignore Unbind Champions and Token Trader, they're super endgame. But the Faction Guardian is if you get duplicates of rares, or duplicates of epics or legendaries.
I see blue, purple, and orange.
Yeah, so if you get duplicates of any of those, you can go in here and you could throw the duplicates in. So like click on High Lords, any of them.
Or High Elves. All right.
And so if you scroll down, you can see that there's a section for rares, a section for epics, a section for legendaries. Yeah. And so you can see the percentage bases that happen. And so at the bottom, if you have 2 rares of the exact same rare, then you can throw them in this one, and then all people in that faction will get a 10% boost in HP if they're rare.
Oh, nice.
And so yeah, it's basically boosts to your just factions passively, just for having duplicates of champs.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. And then Empower is another way to use duplicate champions. So like basically this is, you take a duplicate of your champion and you feed it to the original, and it'll boost their stats by a certain amount. And so you can boost them up to 3 times total, or sorry, 4 times total. And each one is going to give you a powerful boost.
Okay.
And so like here, I'll pull this up.
Your stream.
Yeah. So like for instance, if we go over to Empower, I've got 2 copies of Ugo, and if I choose to empower Ugo with just 1 Ugo, we're still getting a plus 10% HP and attack, defense, resistance, and accuracy. This is plus 10, not plus 10% for those 2.
Now. My bad, chat. I'm invested in this game. It's fun.
But yeah, so you can take the duplicate champs and basically feed into your initial champ. That's your main one that you use. So, overall, should you do this? It kind of depends on the character. Kind of depends on what you're doing, and if you're using things as faction guardians, kind of a more end game kind of thing, but still helpful, especially if you have multiple champs of like one of your really good champions. So yeah,
Okay.
exactly, Con Warlock, you are correct. After you don't want to pull from your guardian ring, you want to make sure that you're pushing everything you can into your faction guardians first, and then your extras will go to empower.
Oh, shop free. Okay, give me clan. Oh, I got another 4-star chicken. I got a glowing blue book or a book with silver on it.
Yeah, so that's an epic champion skill book.
Yep.
And so you can use skill books for lower tier people. So like, for instance, you have an epic skill book, you can use it on an epic champion or on a rare champion. You never want to use a epic book on a rare champion or a legendary book on a rare champion. That's a no-go. So be careful.
We're going to get a primal shard tomorrow.
Heck yeah. I'm going to be so upset if you pull a mythic just out of nowhere.
Because I have a 0.5% chance.
Yeah, which mythics are essentially galactic legends in this game.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So what are these just all packs? Claim free gift.
Yeah.
2 million silver.
Heck yeah, dude. So yeah, there'll be some free packs here that are going to be anniversary pack, which is the one you just looked at, then the silver pack for new players, and then there'll be one pack that's free every single day that'll just give you a little bit of stuff that's going to be helpful to you. So always come here each day and check for the free pack. There you go.
Claim
There's
free
the one
gift right here.
And then go ahead and X out of here.
Yep.
And then make sure you go to the little chest at the top right to be able to claim the stuff that you just got from it.
Holy claim.
Yep.
So what's this purple arrow?
So those ones are going to be for the forge. They won't be relevant to you until you unlock the forge. So
I'll probably unlock the forge tonight.
I mean, honestly, if you play the game, I wouldn't be surprised that you can get really far. They give you so much energy to start.
Well, I have almost 1,200 energy, baby.
Yeah, and you're gonna keep making more energy as you go as a new player. Okay, so 2 quick things. Go to battle.
Yep. Oh, son of a gun. All right, battle.
And then arena.
Okay.
Arena is essentially just going to be PvP.
I have beaver.
Equivalent of squad arena, essentially, except you get good rewards out of it.
Okay.
Go ahead and click on it, and you're going to have to set your defenses first.
Shut up. Thank you.
And then click any of them.
Add champion. All right.
Yep. Just click any level 1 character that you have in your roster.
Oh, level 1? Oh, okay.
Yep, just any level 1 and just one level 1.
Okay.
And yeah, save. You don't want to push too high, but essentially. You can throw your best champions on defense 100%, but if you push too high, then it's going to be harder to win 5 battles for your dailies and like compete in some of the events where you need to win battles in this. And so it just is easier to make it so you're falling back constantly. And so now you can go to battle and you can use whatever characters you want to fight the battles, but your defense will always be that singular character, so people will knock you back down.
All right. No, we'll take this on. We'll take this on real quick.
Hey, Greg, good to see you, my friend. Hopefully hopefully it helps you get started.
Oh, and I can't use him because he's training, correct?
Yes. Anyone in the sparring pit is going to not be able to be used.
Okay. We'll do... Yeah. No, go ahead. We'll just do this real quick.
Yeah, and honestly, when it comes to this, especially in the early game, most of what it is not a strategy. Most of it is explosive damage. If you have like one character that pushes turn meter to your team and then 3 characters that hit hard, that's all you need to do well in arena up until you hit like gold, because then you just take first turn with your whole team and then just absolutely demolish the enemy team every time. So
got 15k.
These missions, as you can see, there'll be different missions that are all fairly easy, and if you finish all of them, if you click view, you can see that each one gives you some silver or some other kind of reward. If you finish all of them, it'll give you the reward at the very top, which in this case is a rare skill book on this one. but there are just some more things that'll introduce you to the game. So focusing down missions and challenges is a great way to get introduced to the game and get you some solid things to help you start out.
So, and something I would ask for everyone is, when do you want to use
the XP boosters, either when you're, leveling up food and that type of stuff, if you're an early player and you're just trying to get your first 6-star character, which is what your first big goal is to get your first 6-star character, which is going to be Gaelic, the regular Gaelic, the one that's rare. Or if you're, if you watch my videos, it'll be Kale, because Kale's the best starter. So trying to get him up and farm up your food and that type of thing, then yes, absolutely, you can use these with zero problems. Typically, the best time to use these, though, is going to be during enhancement events where you're trying to enhance champions, you're trying to do leveling up of champions, because then you can just speed farm a whole bunch of champions. Those are the best times to use them, but as a new player, a lot of the stuff is, besides like shards and forge items, besides those two, most things you can kind of spend willy-nilly as a new player, and it's not going to hurt you too much. Why does the spider event take so long? It depends, dude. You just need to get some more AoE champions.
What? Anything else you want to show off?
Yes, one last thing. Go into battle.
Yep.
And you unlocked clan bosses. So first couple of goals when you start out in this game is, number one, you are trying to get Gaelic up to level 60. Then you need a supporting champion to help him out, most likely, and so I'm going to suggest Supreme Gaelic as your second character that you want to get up a higher level as fast as possible. You're going to use those two characters to get 3 stars throughout the campaign and get to the end of brutal difficulty, trying to get 3 stars along the whole way. Because once you get to brutal, there's a section called brutal 12-3, so it's brutal section 12, the 3rd level. It gives shields that are worth a lot of silver, and so you can sell those and basically farm silver from that node, as well as farm your food champions on that node, as well as every time you do that node, you have a chance of getting a rare champion that's a turn meter champion. That's going to be very helpful, because a lot of the times you won't pull a turn meter champion because it is random pulling champions from shard. And so you'll be able to get a turn meter champion that'll help out your roster, because having a turn meter champion is a huge boost in your roster. So after you get to brutal 12-3 and you have your campaign farm basically in a good spot, your next goal is this, which is Demon Lord. This is where your guild works together to get rewards. Go ahead and click on Demon Lord.
Yep. Chat, by the way, Beaver doesn't know. He's gonna have to repeat this again. So yeah.
This is the Demon Lord, and so you'll work together to beat it. If you successfully beat it, you'll get 2 chests of rewards instead of 1 chest of rewards. So you can see like the normal's at, what is that, 47%?
Yeah.
And so if that goes down to 0%, then it becomes purple like easy is right now. And then you'll get twice the rewards from that one than you normally would get. If you click the little icon next to it, that blue icon, these are the damage thresholds you have to hit to be able to get rewards from it. So to get any rewards, you need to hit that top threshold, and then, the higher you go up, the more rewards you'll get. The rewards for this can range a lot. So if you have a full guild that's doing the top tier of Demon Lord, you're going to be getting amazing things like Sacred Shards, and you can do this once a day. Demon Lord is a once a day thing. It's not, you wait a couple days and it happens. You just get 2 free keys to use a day, and you just do whatever you can each day, and then you'll get rewards each day. And so let's go ahead and have you jump into easy, and we'll have you do one quick run of easy.
Right,
and see if you can't get yourself some wonderful rewards from it. This is one of the big reasons we choose Kale as our starting person, is because Kale has poison built into his kit, and the poison is essentially damage over time. And so to a boss that has a ton of health, that's going to be some really solid damage to a boss. And so you can literally first day get, like, the first day you open up Demon Lord. I opened it up just the other day, and I got 900,000 on my first run of Demon Lord with Kale. And so like Kale's amazing for this and super helpful, but farming for Demon Lord is the next big project. So work on your campaign stuff and then you work on Demon Lord and build out a full team for Demon Lord.
Don't be me and get Gaelic.
Yes, push. Grab Kale as your first champion, not Gaelic. One of the best things you can do to build early for Demon Lord is getting 2 poison champs, which Kale will be your first one if you chose him as your starter. And then, of course, you know, getting any other poison champ. There's an uncommon poison champ that you can keep an eye out for. He's solidly rated on Hell Hades. And, you know, when you don't have a poison champ, it's worth keeping an eye out for him. He is a solid character to have. I'll look up his name really quick while you do your run. But yeah, and then also if you hit a certain amount of damage on any of these runs of Demon Lord, which you're not going really quick, what difficulty did you select? You chose Ultra Nightmare. Okay, go to press skip at the top right. Click on easy. And now click battle.
Well, Chad, there goes our first attempt.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. But yeah, if you hit a certain damage threshold, you see the little button that says quick battle where the raid button usually is. Yeah, so if you hit a certain damage threshold on any of these levels, you can toggle quick battle, and so it'll just automatically go through the battle as if you played it and give you a score just by like basically damage calculation. And so then you don't have to play through it if you don't have time that day. You're going to get a less score than if you played it manually, but you'll still get a score and get on the battle if you're busy. So it's nice to build for Demon Lord because then you can quick battle when you're in a hurry.
Sure.
Yeah, Alex RG, I think we figured that one out. Thank you for noticing.
Okay, you know what? Auto. I trust y'all. Come on. Can we kill him all? Look at his health bar. Look at his health bar.
Yeah,
He's
but
right there.
You can't build for Alice until 7 days in, Con Warlock.
Oh, that's not good. Beaver, help me. Hop in the battle.
No, you're good, dude. You got this. I believe in you.
Ain't no way we're losing this. Ain't no way.
I mean, to be fair,
He's at 0.5% of health. Not even.
So you can, this is beaten already, and so you can just deal as much damage as you want to him, and just keep it going, and so that way other players aren't locked out.
I can't even see his bar. I can't even see his bar. Supreme Gaelic, if you don't win this, we're gonna have a nice little chat. You're gonna be the next Grogu on the channel.
Oh yeah, you have health steal set on Gaelic. That's why he's healing so much. Yeah, he's just.
Will I win this battle, honestly, Beaver?
Probably not, but I mean, you got 500k. Is it still possible to get Alice? Yes, as long as you start the game before the 26th of this month, you will get Alice after the first 7 days of playing it. Yeah.
So Beaver, Supreme Gaelic did 505 out of my 538k damage.
Yeah, you need some better artifacts. I mean, to be fair, you only have 2 characters with artifacts on them right now, and only 2 characters actually leveled up.
Don't I have 3?
Oh yeah, Zargala does have some, but I think they're still level 1, aren't they? I don't think you actually level 4 them.
Level 4 in, so.
Yeah. So like you'll get higher damage as you go on, but like go ahead and check. Are you able to get rewards off of that? So click on the chest on easy.
Chest. Yep. Oh, chest.
Yeah, no, right there. So click on
right here?
that little button. Yep. And then 500k. Yeah, I'll get you the novice chest. And if you successfully use both your keys on that tier, then you'll get the adept chest, because if you can do 500k each time, you can do the adept chest at least. So you have some solid damage if you with just your current stuff. And so as you build your characters, you'll continue to push that upwards. Keep an eye out for poison champions as you open up shards and that type of stuff. But yeah.
Alrighty.
So yeah, that's about it. Any other questions? Any last questions before we kind of close up?
I'm starting to understand it.
Mhm.
I think a check-in will be required.
Fair,
Like, all
fair.
right, where's Troopers? Is he messing up, or is he actually listening to me?
Click the 3 little lines on the left. Let's see when you get
Yeah.
Alice.
Alice calendar.
Yep. Okay, so we got 4 more days before you get Alice for free. Let's. Would you be down in like 4 or 5 days when you get Alice to check in and we can see where you're at?
Always. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Then we'll check in at that point. You'll probably have some more stuff. So essentially, phase 1 is a 2-week calendar that you're gonna get Alice and some solid stuff to get her started, and then phase 2 you'll have 3 weeks to do battles, demon lord runs, whatever it might be, arena battles, and you'll get these little flags. You can get a max of 75 a day, and you can get a whole bunch of other stuff to help out with your Alice. And so it's just essentially some extra stuff to make Alice even more powerful. That's just dependent on if you play during that time. So it's just incentivizing you to play during your first month, essentially.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. Sounds good. Do you want me to give my initial thoughts as you close out?
Sorry, say it one more time. I was
gonna
chat.
say, do you want me to give my initial thoughts as we close out?
Yeah, let's hear what your thoughts on Radar so far.
So I will say it with all the places to go and everything, it's a little overwhelming as a new player. But once you understand what their purpose is, then it's really easy to follow along, because now I know what to go to the tavern for, what's the portal for, what's the market for. Like, once you get in, like, I love how the more you play, you're actually learning what you're doing, right? And you're learning what everything does, where to go for certain stuff. And I really like feeling rewarded. Again, I know we joke about the pop-ups and everything, but the constant rewards, the incentivize to actually them wanting you to actually play their game. I'm gonna,
Not gonna name names or anything.
no. We'll keep it anonymous. Heroes of Galaxies.
Yes.
But anyways. But seriously, no, it's a fun game. It's engaging. It's exciting. I like the concept of the clan. I think that's really interesting, doing the raid. It looks like there's multiple raids that you can do. And I find that quite interesting. It seems like you're getting a plethora of new content and you always got something to go for, but it doesn't feel like you're being rushed. It seems like it's very friendly to you, the player base, and your clan, and you're motivated to do it yourself, but you could sort of play at your own pace.
Yeah, I because of its like less of a PvP focus as other games, I feel like it encourages that kind of play at your own pace and enjoy at your own pace kind of style of play, which I really do enjoy for sure.
Yeah, if there is one thing that I would change is, I would say just make it a little more clear how to upgrade those characters, or like give like recommendations on like which ones to feed to other characters, because without your guidance, like I could have upgraded, like imagine I got rid of that knight that's apparently really good in that certain game mode, right? Or if I just started equipping random gear and leveling it up, right?
Yeah, I think their whole system of like reviews in the game was a good start and a good idea initially, but because the internet is full of trolls, it makes it really difficult. And so I do wish that there was a more static, like what's actually good versus just what random people say. So I really do appreciate Hell Hades. I think that website is phenomenal for everything, and I use it constantly in this game, especially because there's so much to do in this game. There's so many champions that you're getting as you open up things that like it's vital for a new player and even experienced players to know what's going on. Yeah,
but I would say as a first actual full playthrough, I can give this game an honest rating, I would out of 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5. I want to understand it more. I want to play through more of the game modes and stuff like that. I want to unlock more stuff. I think I'll have a better understanding by the time we hit that day 7, because I'll be at level 30. I'll have the Forge unlocked. I'll have some more champions upgraded. I'll be able to do more dungeons, do more of the campaign. But for a starter, I like the complexity, but I also love how it's like direct, sort of like you're going through the campaign. It's very friendly. If you just want to sit back and let your characters level up, like you said, put it on auto, the instant auto, that's really nice as well. I really like this game. It's very, very fun and it's engaging, but if you want to relax, so I would say an 8.5.
Oh, yeah, you cut over there then. But yeah, 8.5, yeah, I think that's a solid score for it. I've been really enjoying it. Once again, not naming names. I've been playing it a little bit more than other such games. Just because certain metas shifting has been upsetty spaghetti. And this game doesn't really feel like that.
Yeah. Having, all I'm gonna say is the same game mode being the same meta for 2 years.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely
glad you
enjoying
introduced this to me. Seriously.
Yeah, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm excited to come back with you, and we'll do a follow up and kind of see how you're doing. And I'm excited for you to Alice, because honestly, Alice is absolutely disgusting. And doesn't require a whole lot of skill books, which is good on a legendary, because legendary skill books are few and far between. So,
okay.
And by then,
yeah,
get some 3 stars on those campaigns. I want to see 2 sacred shards in your account, dude.
Oh god,
there is
2 sacred shards.
There's a strong indication that there will be a double drop event for legendaries here in the next week or so, next week or two. So we want to get those sacred shards before then, so that way you can see if you can get a new legendary.
Okay. And then here, I'll ask you this last thing as we close out. Do you want me to just hoard everything up, and then we can just upgrade a ton of stuff when next time we do the checkup? Or do you want me to upgrade stuff as...
I would say hoard up a lot of it, but don't be afraid to do things that are missions, challenges. Like, because those are going to guide you through a lot of the game. So don't be afraid to do missions and challenges. And then make sure you're focusing down on your Supreme Gaelic and your Gaelic to get you through campaign. But beyond that, I kind of save a lot of the stuff that you're getting and that type of thing.
I'm going to see if I can get to Brimstone by the time... I should easily get to Brimstone, easily.
Yeah, honestly, I think if you're to put in some work playing each day, I think you could probably, by day 7, you can probably get through hard mode.
Wait, I get a Void Shard automatically just playing it.
Yeah, so if you get 3 stars on every single level in normal, you get a Void Shard, and then if you get 3 stars on every single level on hard, then you get a Sacred Shard. And then same thing with Brutal as well.
Oh, is this where you... Oh, so can I just switch over to here and then...
You have to finish normal to be able to use
hard. Okay, so I'm glad I asked that. I'm glad I asked that on stream. So you have to clear all... Do you have to 3-star everything or just clear it?
You just have to clear it. And so, like, if you want to come back later and get the Void Shard, that's totally fine. And you can just finish what you have right now and 3-star as much of it as you can right now. And then make sure you 3-star the hard to try and get the Sacred Shard. Certainly can do that. So that way you don't have to, like, go back through normal right now when you're trying to push for the Sacred Shard before the double drop event.
Okay. So do you think I should be trying to push for this shard?
Eventually, yes, but I think you can wait on it and push for the shard on hard first.
Okay. Sounds good. My goal, because of all this bonus energy, I'm going to try to complete this and then try to get halfway through hard. That'll be my mission.
Honestly, I think you're going to be able to get through most of hard, if not get to brutal. So there's a weird difficulty scaling. So
Yeah.
normal 1 to normal 12 is a difficulty scale. And then once you get to 12 and then you jump to hard level 1, it jumps back down. It is harder than normal 1, but it's not like normal 12 and normal 1, or sorry, normal 12 and hard 1 are like, you know, an increase from it. It actually becomes easier as you get into hard 1, and then it'll start getting about as hard in like hard 6 or 7 as easy 12
Okay,
was.
I like that.
So you kind of get a reprieve as you finish one section of the campaign and go into the next difficulty.
Okay. No, I like that. Yeah, that'll be my goal. I know what, I will try to go through hard.
Yeah, you got it, dude. I believe in you. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm gonna end the call and then close up the stream. It has been a damn good time having you here, my friend.
Yeah, hey, thank you for having me on. I look forward to our checkup.
Heck yeah, dude. Have a great day.
You too, man.
Awesome. Well, if you guys want to get started in Raid today and use all the stuff that we talked about today, honestly, I'm probably going to take this stream and kind of cut it up and make a video out of it. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a long video, and I don't know if anyone will watch it, but I feel like this stream would be really helpful to a lot of people starting out in Raid Shadow Legends. Just because there's so much information going on, and so it's helpful to kind of go through everything to help people out. Because there's so much going on, and so to have someone actively asking questions and to go back and forth with them helps a lot, especially when it comes to me having, you know, not only I'm a content creator for this game, so I have to do a ton of research before making videos. So I'm like constantly trying to learn. I also have, you know, previous experience in other hero collectors, and so there's some jumps that I can make that I don't really realize is a jump. And so it's helpful to have someone to talk to about this. So, yeah, I think taking some time and putting some chapters in it is a great idea, Heinricher. Yeah, I think this stream will help a lot of people. So I'm very glad Troopers on Break was willing to do this and wanted to get into it. Yeah, we'll make sure that Troopers on Break's Death Knight is his first level 60. But yeah, we'll definitely have more of this, and I'm gonna reach out to a couple of the Raid Shadow Legends creators and see how they do account takeovers, and if it's something I'm comfortable with, I'll do them. I'm a little sketched out by how they do it, I think, but I'll check with them. So thanks, Devin. But yeah, if any of you want to get started in Raid today, check out the link down in the description, or check out the link that's in, you know, pinned to the chat this whole time. For those of you on Twitch, welcome to the Beaver Dam. I don't know if we got any new followers because I haven't been able to set up the notifications yet, because literally I made this Twitch account like 10 minutes before this stream started, because I noticed that there was a large community of Raid Shadow Legends players on Twitch, versus the other game that I play. There's a large community of live stream watchers on YouTube, and so you know, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, we should probably make a Twitch for this. So now we have a Twitch, now we have a YouTube, and it's gonna be a damn good time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, account takeovers are like roster reviews. Exactly, Devin. Because there's not really a way that you can necessarily search people up and check on their roster and that type of thing. So at current moment, it looks a little invasive. It may not be. I need to check in with some of the other content creators and see how they do it before I know whether or not I'm comfortable with it. Even given that a lot of content creators doing it, I'll probably just reach out to a couple of people and find the safest way of doing it, and then be willing to do account takeovers. So fair enough, Heinricher. Well, I'm glad we could hang out. We might do one more stream tonight on the PP channel. We shall see, but cut it up into individual channels. Give forward disclaimer that you might add text or voiceover or something doesn't seem clear in the editing. Yeah, I think that'll be a solid thing, Heinricher. It'll be a big project. It'll probably take me a week or two, but I do think that is a solid idea. So for now, I'll get some chapters into this, and then after that I'll start editing it into a coherent video that can help people out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, check out the link down below. You guys are awesome. Love each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for giving a damn.